Right. Hello there, how's it there? Ame Gakita desu. No, there's a hello there, how's it there? So anyway, for today I am at least at to highlight that yesterday I ended the stream suddenly because I was feeling some pain in my stomach. At least give you guys an update that although I did want to stream early, but I have to make sure that I was in good health condition before I can do my live stream, all these things along the line. And at the very least, I can definitely say that my health is at currently in a good condition right now for me to do I wouldn't say like long stream. Anyone who know me very well is that every time when I do like technically my friend told me that it took him 7 hours to complete every single thing, and when I told him that I was actually at this part along the line, and he told me that I'm so slow. Like I'm actually legit so damn slow that he actually said me that there is already a new quest out today. Really, I'm like, damn. We got something now. Oh, Zonden, I haven't even finished all the Minsamaru quest. As much as I want to do that. But the fact is, today stream is technically going to do on that and so can't really say too much on that end. But anyway, guys, is that I trying to see whether is this thing working or not. Not quite sure will it work or not, because right now I'm actually trying to test something out first. There is actually something new that I was trying to see whether is it working or not and what's not. So it's gonna take quite a while for me to get understanding on will it work or not along the line, and it's kind of like need me to at least understand some of the system. Like I actually test this off stream, but in a sense is that I was actually trying to see whether I can get some stuff to work along the line or not though. So give me a while while I try to set things out. Go to maybe download. This maybe this template. Because there is something that I want to see whether I can throw into use or at the moment. So no, no. 今配信だよ Neko. No, my cat is wanting some attention. Wow. My cat wants some attention right now. I trying to see whether I can find something to make it work or not, which is kind of like one of the things that sometimes when checking things out or understanding the logic, it's really gonna take quite a while in a sense. And custom origin template ここかな custom template custom. No, okay, so it's custom template, not up to custom here, and then just copy this whole lot here. Although I'm not quite sure will it work or not. Do I have any? Yes, I have. as you can see. And trying to see whether I can set things out or not. Right now I'm trying to, because it's that off-stream voice, I was trying to see whether I can set things out to showcase some stuff, but some of the stuff is really kind of like weird in a sense. I'm trying to see things out in a way. And trying to see whether I need to re-drag this in. Or maybe I have to drag this one in instead? I don't know, a lot of system I still kind of like trying to see whether I can get used to throw it in or not. And load. Not loading. I'm still testing things out at the moment on the OBS side, and at the very least, the chat wise, it seems to be like if you guys can see, it's like it's playing a game. The chatting's in a sense, so I guess the concurrent viewer counter, that one gonna take quite a while though. It's kind of like set in a sense though, but I guess that one need to take time to check things out. Give me a while. I'll be right back. My cat just want attention. I know you want something to eat. Hello. Sorry for the wait. Alright. In regards to that, is that right now, sorry it took a while because my cat just wants something to eat. So for now, I am going to jump into the story mode. When I told my friend I was actually in this part of the darkness loomings part, yeah, my friend actually tell me that I kind of like just only midway only, and I was like, what? Only midway? So apparently that my friend told me that this is just only the starting part, where it's gonna be a very long quest, and it took him, this is the part where it took him 4 hours to complete. So I'm not sure to what extent will it be, but can definitely think that I might have to at least highlight to you guys is that tomorrow live stream, well, I did highlight it will be Nikkei. It will also be a problem in a sense that if I haven't complete on this part of the story in a way as well. So I'm gonna delay Nikkei stream from Saturday to Sunday, as well as highlighting that it will be for that one. I will have to highlight that I will have to do the Nikkei on Sunday in a way, because it's so it will also mean that Sunday night stream will be cancelled in a sense, but I'm still not sure yet, but I will probably just do like afternoon for Sunday to do the Nikkei story as in a way though. So at least that's my intention. I'm not 100% sure, but considering that the story is this is the part of the story where you're gonna take my friend take 4 hours. So anyone who know me very well is that I always tend to take one time 1.5 to 2 hour 2 time for one part of my friend hours. So if my friend took 14 hours, if 7 hours, it would probably take me 14 hours, 13 to 14 hours in a sense though. So considering my friend, I say I'm only at the half part only, but this is the part where it's gonna be a long, draggy moment. So, well, I'm not 100% sure how long it's gonna be, but my friend told me is the part where I predicted correctly. Considering that some of the people, Vanessa actually kind of like leaked about something in the Discord earlier, so. My prediction ended up being correct. The pantaloon being affected in a sense. So, this is a moment that I was correct. Oh well. Guess we are gonna look for the spy.
お前たちか。状況はどうだ?
We tell him what happened.
アランナラの人間に対する直感はかなり鋭い。つまり。俺たちの中に内通者がいる可能性がある。
Yes.
だったとしても驚くほどのことじゃないさ。
ネフェル、プロの情報屋として何かいい方法はないか？
私が自分から面倒ごとに首を突っ込むような人間に見えるかい？
お前の一挙手一投足を情報ビジネス拡大のための広告としてみないか？商人は実力を示すことも重要だろ
う。いいね。その考え方気に入ったよ。
お前は長年スメールを離れていたからな。キャラバン宿駅でお前を知る者は少ない。
この辺の連中の基本的な情報にはもう目を通したんだろ？
ああ、移住者のリストは確認し、大半の人間の動向も把握している。
怪しいやつの目星はついてるのかい？
男で怪しい行動をとっているのが3人いる。アランナラは怪しい2人の人間がこそこそ話していたと言っているが、現時点では1人しか見当たらない。もう1人は情報を受け取った後、キャラバン宿駅を離れたのかもしれないな。
みんなが砂漠へ避難してる時にわざわざ町へ戻ろうとするなんて十中八九ファデューだろうね。
ファデューだね。
このタイミングで動くのは思いつきの行動ではないだろう。おそらくこの密偵はずっと潜伏していたはずだ。俺たちは木の板に深く突き刺さっている釘を抜かなければならない。
何か考えがあるんだね。
Exchange intel, narrow down the relevant information.
なるほど。筋が通った推理だね。あいつを疑うのも納得だ。
だが、あいつが買収されたことを裏付ける証拠がないんだ。最近急激に羽振りが良くなった素振りも見せていない。
念のためにもっと近づいて確認しよう。私に任せておきな。私は長年スメールを離れてたからね。キャラバン宿駅の人にはほとんど知られてないはずさ。
などくらいであいつに会ったことはないんだろうな。
確実にないよ。それに私はジェイド以外のスメールの傭兵と接触することもめったにない。あいつは私のことを知らないはず。セノ、あんたは隠れて私の合図を待ってておくれ。もしあいつが怪しい動きを見せたら捕らえて大通りに出るよ。
ああ、いつでも動けるように備えておこう。
頼りになるね。あんたと組めて嬉しいよ、セノ。
Okay. Now, oh, we are using her. So we need to investigate time. And he's just right here, Onita. Right?
真実はまるで影。はっ。
don't do anything on that. Oh, Benny-san, hello there. Right now I'm doing the talking to the trader or the spy or
日
whatever.
に焼けた肌、それなりの傷。よく砂漠に出入りしていて、戦闘経験も豊富ってところか。服装にも行動にも不審な点は特にないけど。何かを見つめてるね。コイン？あれが報酬なのかね。面白い。確かにあれなら持ってても怪しまれないだろう。さて、もしあれが価値のあるものなら。ちょっと失礼。帽子をかぶった女を探してるんだけど、ここにいた奴らはもうみんな避難しちまったのかい？
おいおい、なんでまだ一人でこんなところにいるんだ？ほとんどはとっくに避難したぞ。ここに来るまでに会わなかったか？
友人と一緒だったんだけど、途中で商品をいくつかなくしちまってね。商売に差し障るといけないから、彼女にはお客さんのとこへ向かってもらって、私は戻って荷物を探してた。だいぶ時間がかかっちまったよ。はあ、まさかはぐれちまうとは。ひどい砂嵐だったから気づかず遠回りしたのかもね。避難する奴らなんか見かけなかったよ。
念のため聞いとくが、その友人はどんな見た目なんだ？
金髪で帽子をかぶってて、上から下まで真っ白い服を着てる。印象に残る見た目だから、見かけたらきっと覚えてるはずだよ。
確かにそんな奴を見かけた気が。おっと、すまない。うちの30人団から非常事態だから知らない奴とは慎重に接触しろと命令されててな。
そうかい。あんたも大変だね。じゃあ、私は避難した奴らを追いかけるよ。
待て！あいつらが行っちまってからかなり経つぞ。一人でどう追いかけるつもりだ？もともと最後の何人かを乗せるつもりだったから、お前も乗せていってやる。一人ぐらい増えても問題ない。
本当かい？助かるよ。人が多い方が安心だしね。ちゃんと報酬は払うよ。
いや、今は金の話はよそう。ちょっと待ってくれ。ここにある持っていくものを整理し終えたら、みんなのところに連れて行ってやる。
ありがとう。よかったら何か運ぶよ。
大丈夫だ。俺は力持ちだからな。
何か力になりたいんだよ。
That is the
状
so-called
況を教えて
trader.
もらえただけでも十分ラッキーなのに、こうして助けられたからね。
まあ確かに俺がいなかったら大変だっただろうな。ちなみに一体何をなくしたんだ？そこまで必死になって探してるってことは相当な値打ちもんか？
それはあんたには恩があるから教えるけど、他の人には黙っといておくれよ。面倒なことになる。
そんなにもったいぶられると余計気になるな。
実はね、私たちは骨董商なんだ。わかるだろ？違法な手段で手に入った大っぴらに取引できない物もある。そんなものをなくしちまったらこっそり探すほかない。
なるほどな。なら一つ頼みたいことがある。
いいけど、うちの手数料は安くないからね。覚悟して話しとくれよ。出発前から嫌な気分にはなりたくないだろ。
なあ、構わない。俺の物も大っぴらに取引できないものだからこそ頼みたいんだ。こいつなんだが。
Review an old coin thanks to a during have simplicity and recognize a very high value item. The ancient coin used to pay off mercenary is made of pure gold. At first glance, it's hard to decide its country origin. If so, to a collector, you pledge a very high price.
黄金か。面白い。どこかの墓から掘り出してきたのかい？
キングデシェレトの霊廟にはお宝がわんさかあるからな。
スネージナヤの紋章がないからってキングデシェレトの霊廟から出てきたものだとごまかす気だね。すぐに売り払うと面倒なことになるかもだから隙を見てこっそり換金しようって魂胆か。今までの販売ルートは使わないのかい？私が買い取ることで目をつけられたら厄介だ。
ああ、そこは今首が回らなくなって大変らしいんだ。そんなところに持ち込んでみろ。
確かに資金繰りが苦しくなったところに黄金なんか流しちまったら持ち逃げされるのがオチだね。わかった、引き受けよう。
ちょうど俺の荷物も準備できたから行こう。
ああ、おしゃべりでもしながらね。
今回は大掛かりな避難だから後始末をする人間が必要だったんだ。俺もその一人さ。合流できて運が良かったな。
そうだね。はあ、私はそんなことが起こってることすら知らなかったよ。お客さんが怯えて取引がなしにならないといいけど。
そうだな。何にせよ生活はしなきゃならんし金も稼がないと。
He got caught. That was
おとなし
fast.
くしろ。
Kalin song, hello there. Dia suka kau ni.
大マハマドラ。くそ、何をするんだ。
このコインだな。よし。
Yoshi. Just okay. Ohayo gozaimasu. And to think that I only kind of like just started on my stream, although it's already like 20 minutes only. Just only 20, technically like 25 minutes into the live stream only, but kind of like considering that right now just only kind of like starting into the live stream. Oh. Thank you. I know. Right. In case anyone wondering, I got meal replacement drink because this one is kind of like being like I normally, you guys know that I don't really eat lunch, but right now I actually have a meal replacement drink because it's like if I don't eat anything, I will have to at least have a meal replacement drink for me because it's like, considering that right now recently I still having stomach issue along the line, so I still have to make sure that I at least drink something to replace my.
一生やってこない。
Like I still have to drink at least something, but because this one is still very very hot, so.
思った通り早かったね。スメールのマハマトラもずいぶん頼もしくなったもんだ。
But you guys don't need to worry. At least I'm in a good condition right now. Although yesterday I did end my stream after 1 hour because of the pain. But as for now, actually this morning I was actually kind of like checking through. I just kind of like waiting through, seeing through whether my body all in good condition or not to do the live stream, all these things. Especially more towards like this morning I was actually trying to see whether was I able to add things the new system onto the OBS or not. It didn't seem to work in a way because I was actually trying to see whether did it work or not, but for some reason it didn't seem to work in a sense. So I was actually kind of like not sure about the system in a sense though, because it's kind of like a new system in a way though. So I was actually trying to see whether is it working or not. Like just now, this one wasn't working. ちょっと待って。Just now I dragged this on, it didn't work, and now it seems to work. ちょっと待って。I was trying to test a lot of things out off stream though. So just now when I was dragging this thing over, it still doesn't show it. Doesn't show anything. It's not working. I had no idea. Oh yeah. Because the thing is, right, I'm trying to see whether is there any way to showcase the concurrent viewer number at in a way that my system was able to show, but it didn't correctly catch it. So that was the only thing I was unable to be sure will I be able to show catch it or not. But if it will, it will. But if it's not working, off stream wise, I guess I have to do some more work on that end. Especially more towards like later on, I still have to do teach on the writing of the hiragana katakana. Like that is still technically the the little live stream, that one is still technically still gonna be set on. It's just kind of like considering that I still kind of like do things out though. The new Valkyrie, I'm still trying to see whether it can work or not. Like if you guys keep spamming the number of the number of stuff, at the very least, right, it will show the number of life. But the new the Valkyrie, for some reason I still don't know how it works though. Like the number of like technically it should work, but the thing is the system is not working on my end, so I guess I have to check into the system itself in a sense though. Because the thing is, right, you guys might not be able to see this, but on my end, when you guys spam the number of like and the number of the reaction, right, my chat will actually showcase that you guys are spamming. Which in a sense, let me just show you guys instead. It will be much easier if I show you guys what I'm saying right now, because as long as I want to like say anything else, it's much better to just showcase it. So if I actually show you guys this one instead, this is the one that I'm actually looking at. So like Pale-san, Kathleen-san, or whoever, you guys spam the reaction and then you guys see the reaction on the screen. Yeah, this is what I'm actually looking at. So basically, when you guys doing the reaction, well, technically you guys won't be able to see it. I'm actually looking at it though. That's why I'm trying to see whether like can I actually set the system in, because there is actually this the template for that, and I have installed it. I actually can install it, and there is the concurrent viewer counter, all these things. So I was trying to like, because in this one they actually indicate there seems to be have the reaction, the number of spam, whatever. So if I can put this into the system, it will work. Just in case you guys can't see that, on I have to show this screen, so it may look a bit messy, but this is basically the one. So basically there is this one, the concurrent viewers counter, that if you guys can see, that is a concurrent viewer, and there is a time you did. So this is these two systems that I managed to install, and trying to see whether can it get in. As far as it does indicate things such as like integrated basic or clean flow, all these things. So I was trying to like trying to see like the donation, whatever, all these things really work in a sense. But when I try to drag into the OBS, for some reason, it doesn't showcase it to the Martine. If I try to drag this in and then maybe I just kind of like close that for now. It's showing nothing. You guys can see it's like it basically showing nothing though. So that's why it's like right now the system is kind of like confusing in a sense. Yeah, that's why that's why, right? Like I have quite like as earlier as you guys can see is that I have a lot of things installed in the system. So when you got like if you guys think that oh yeah, I need to tweet on it. It could be because Streamlab don't work. It could be Streamlab don't work. That's the reason why I am considering of like I'm actually considering on jumping to OBS Studio though. Because if it actually work in OBS, that would be great though. I'm not quite sure though. That's the thing. I'm still not quite sure on that end. But you can technically, like you guys can technically see that the reaction does show, right? That's why it's like if it actually work and I can put that into like showcasing it, like you guys spam and I will be like it's just that it's not that I don't react, it's actually more like if I react you guys will be like, oh, so this is what you guys what I may have been looking at every single time. Yeah, you guys will be definitely making a huge mess in a sense. But yeah, I can definitely tell you guys is that the more you guys spam the reaction is that it's not that I don't see it, it's just that I see it, but I try to put that system out in the screen though.
むしろこの数年でますます腕を上げている。さあ、
I did try to, okay.
僕の足の速さに頼ろうっていうのかい？お前は隠密行動が得意だ。それに奴らを監視するのは空中からの方が都合がいい。 This time around we're getting to use the Wanderer. しょうがないな。
しょうがないな。
さっさと済ませてくるよ。それとさっき旅人から送信様からの伝言を預かった。これを片付けたら一緒にキングデシェルトの霊廟に戻ろう。なあ、わかった。
お前一人で大丈夫か？
無理。だと言ったら君がついてきてくれるのかい？
よし、おいらもついてってやるぜ。
本気か？君に隠密行動ができるとは思えないけどね。パイモン、本当に行くの？
I like the part where our character now get to speak in a sense.
本当に行くの？パイモン、本当に行くの？
おいら試してみたいんだ。ほら、何事も最初の一歩からって言うだろ。
This was a good thing
そ
though.
れに、なんたっておいらはテイワット最高のガイドだからな。これくらいのことできて当然だぜ。
わかった。ついてきなよ。でも何かあったら君の口を塞いで茂みに放り込むから。
心配するなって。おいらちゃんと気をつけるから。
なら早速行くとしよう。
I quite like that our character now get to speak in some sense though. At least it's like there is some moment that he get to like they get to speak in a way and we are using a trial version. Roll your bed and keep looking. Aren't you supposed to just asking only? You're not going to do your live stream or something like that? I thought you might have. I thought you would have to do your live stream though. You're supposed to. Then you are going to, is it not?
待ってくれよ、カサ
Then rest out then.
待ってくれよカサッチ、早くと待ってくれよカサッチ、早く飛びすぎだ。
Yeah, tired. If tired rest out though, even I myself, even I like even yesterday when I end the stream after 1 hour, I thought I can complete it, but when I feel there is pain in my stomach, I just end the stream in a sense. Because I don't want, it's not that I can't overwork or whatever. It's actually more like if I don't rest out, that will be a problem in a way later on though. So especially more in case anyone know, right? The weather in Singapore lately has been not kind. There are some occasion rain, but it's kind of imagine, like you guys imagine, okay, rain for 10-15 minutes and then it's like suddenly the sun is back out again, and then you can feel that the water evaporate, and then it's like, oh my god, it's humid hot, and it's been kind of like, I'm fine with if there is windy moment, all this thing. And there was even one day when there was like thunder, all this thing, but then there is no rain. It's like, oh, what is up with the thunder, no rain? Like even I hope that in future when people say Ame Gakita, it's not just referring to me, but it's like we can feel the rain is coming. But it's really kind of like a moment of like, the weather really has not been very kind though. Especially more towards like last year, it was also around it, like it's kind of like funny, although it's 2 days late already, but it's kind of like if you guys imagine that I survived freaking the deadly stroke from SAH from last year, right? Like the thing was, right, I can't recall what I say, but I can definitely know that my mom did ask that was it due to heat stroke? Was it due to the hot weather? Because last year Singapore was freaking hot in May, and now it's May. So recently my health has been in a very bad stage lately. The reason why you guys see that I don't do long stream recently it's just that the hot weather lately has been so damn bad that I actually kind of like feel like very pissed off, feel whatsoever, but I still have to live on normally, all these things, because it's just that the weather lately has not been very, very nice. And it's really one of the things is that is even I myself will try to take care of myself and try to drink more water. Like even right now I'm drinking a meal replacement. It's technically half a meal, half a avocado, whatever, all these things. It's kind of like just making sure that I have the nutrition lately. Because if you guys think about it, right, my mustache, I really have white mustache, I have white hair. It's like I haven't even reached 40 and it's already like having like my friend is already finding it like, wow, Ame, yeah, getting older than me faster than you think. So in a way, it's like you guys know that I got a back pain, I got high blood pressure, I got I did suffer a deadly stroke, and I eating the medicine that was meant for amnesia disease, and the thing is, right, in so many ways, I am really kind of like, in a way, considered a full-fledged old man. Like I know, like Kelly-san, you see me in real life before, but the thing is, right, it like technically I'm really like from a uncle to ape. In case anyone want to know what is ape, in Singapore it's actually mean grandpa. So my upgrade version has really kind of like upgrade to upgrade to upgrade, and it's basically me getting older and older and older. But anyway, let's concentrate on the story of Genshin for now. Yeah, time is passing by so damn fast.
ここだね。さあ、 待ち伏せよ。
おお。
パイモン、何を企んでいるんだい？
おいら別に何も。
君はガイド以外には神職にしか興味がなかったはず。急に危険な任務の手伝いを買って出るなんてあからさまに不自然だ。
なんだよその言い草。おいらだって危険な場所には何度も行ってるんだぞ。
I quite like how, like, from Paimon from here
待ってくれよカサッチ。早く飛びすぎだ。
to
おお。おいら別に何も。なんだよその言い草。おいらだって危険な場所には何度も行ってるんだぞ。
we have to give respect to the JP version of Paimon in the sense is that the way she's able to add so many emotion in just a few lines. And also, I think I want to remember this the way she speak this one.
なんだよその言い草。おい。なんだよその言い草。おい。
なん
それも旅人と一緒にだろ。君はめったに単独行動しない。
It's that
なんだよその言い草。おいらだって危険な場所には何度も行ってるんだぞ。
な
なんだよその言い草。おいらだ
なん
って
だ
危険な場所には何度も行ってるんだぞ。なんだよその言い草。おいらだって危険な場所には何度も行ってるんだぞ。
いい草。はい、わかりました。なんだそのいい草。
標的が来るまでまだ時間がありそうだ。今ならもし話があれば聞いてやってもいいけど、無理に話さなくてもいい。好きにすれば？
すれば
なあ、おいらのこと役立たずだと思うか？
なぜ急にそんなことを？
ナドくらいを旅してた時気づいたんだ。毎日旅人と一緒にいるけど、あいつが本当にピンチな時においらは何もしてやれてないって。あまりこんなこと考えないんだけど、あの時は本当に怖かったんだ。もしあいつが二度と帰ってこなかったらって思うと、おいら考えれば考えるほどおいらって全然役に立ってない気がしてきて。でも足手まといになりたくないんだ。あいつにとってもっと頼れる友達になりたいんだ。わかるか？なんていうか、自分が友達の何の役にも立ててない感覚みたいな。おいら何言ってるんだろうな。
You know it very well.
僕に話して正解だ。その気持ちはよくわかるよ。
こそっち。
忠告というわけじゃないけど、人は自己不信に陥った時、諦めるか変わるかを選ぶことができる。この問題は自分自身で乗り越えない限り、誰の慰めも意味をなさないんだ。だから強くなりたいなら、もっと役に立ちたいなら、とにかく挑戦してみればいい。少なくとも後悔はしないはず。それにしても妙だ。もう指定の時間のはず。
Yep. This spy had been abandoned.
あたりに人影は見えないか？
どれどれ？
あと1時間だけ待ってみよう。それでも動きがなければ撤退する。
わかった。
I'm tipped by but nothing happened?
おかしいな。こんなに待っても誰も来ないぞ。大事な取引をすっぽかすなんてありえるのか？どうかしたのか？
何かが引っかかる。セノが捕らえた裏切り者は確かに自身の任務を全うした。けどあいつと落ち合うはずの相手は待ち合わせに現れなかった。これは指示役が捕まったというより裏切り者が切り捨てられたと考える方が自然だね。
でもあいつが切り捨てられたって知る方法がないだろ。偵察くらい来そうなもんだけどな。
問題はそこなんだ。奴らは僕たちがここにいることを知るはずがない。けどまさか妙に馴染みのある手口だ。とにかく一旦戻ろう。
Wow, damn. Things aren't going according to plan. God. Now we are returning.
こんな状況だからちゃんとした会議は開けないけれど、みんなの協力に心から感謝するわ。
現在シェセプアンクとベンヌ学者たちが R の整備を手伝っています。彼らの欠席をご容赦ください。そして今は亡きヘルマヌビスに心より哀悼を捧げます。
いつかあなたたちと会う日が来ると思っていたけれど、こうして集まってみるとやっぱり感慨深いわね。時間は多くのものを奪っていったけれど、残されたものをより強固にもしたわ。
一つ驚いたことがある。指摘させていただこう。送信よ。一見調子は良さそうだが、草の竜王から与えられた生命力では抱える問題を完全に解決できておられないのだろう。
そんなアーペプの力でもダメなのか？心配しないでタイモ。全く効果がなかったわけじゃないわ。ただ世界樹とのつながりが深すぎて、世界樹の問題が解決しない限り完全に回復することはないの。あなたたちが封印されていた間、スメールは大きく変化を遂げたわ。魔人が去ったことで人々の信仰は弱まり、あなたたちも自分に以前ほどの力がないことに気づいているでしょ。
It's true. The god in Genshin Tefa is actually kind of indicating that when the god don't have belief in them or believer in them, then they became weaker.
ええ、誠に嘆かわしいことです。
私も世界樹の影響で弱ってしまっているわ。今の私たちはみんなボロボロの状態ね。
それはつまり
今私たちにはもっと助けが必要よ。スメールは私たちみんなの故郷だもの。私とあなたたちが、神と人が今こそ全ての力を一つにすべき時よ。
親王アフマルがいようといまいと三王の盟約は変わらず有効です。そして我らもキング・デシェレトの進化としてスメールを支え、最悪を乗り越えられるよう尽力する責任があります。それに我らを R という牢獄から解放したのは他ならぬスメールの民です。時代が移ろう中で人間は確かな知恵を身につけたようですね。
おやおや、相変わらず羊は口が達しちゃった。
さて、我らはあなたたちの計画についてさらに深く理解しておくべきでしょう。
人間の中でも傑出した存在である教霊院の学者たちが R を解放し改造しています。彼らはそれも世界中のためだと言っていますが。
ええ、そうね。世界樹は最初からテイワットに存在していたわ。けれど竜が統治していた時代は 今ほど重要な役割を担ってはいなかったの。天理は降臨した後、公開の力を元素力に変えたわ。そして世界樹もあらゆる情報を記録する保存装置へと改造されたのよ。それ以来この世の全ては世界樹と深く結びつくようになったの。私は送信として世界樹を守る責任を負っているわ。けれどスメールにとって世界樹は大事な存在であると同時に現実的な危機をもたらす存在でもある。ここ数年テイワタには異変が続いているわ。少し前にナドくらいでも大きな事件があったし、スメールも警戒を強めないといけないわね。
It's kind of funny that the way they're indicating all this, right, is really like the stupid daughter rate causing all the problem right now, trying to enforce the corruption in a way that is kind of like, what the hell is he trying to prove?
外部から世界中へと転送できる経路は全て私が何とか管理していたけれど、それでも重大な問題が起きてしまった。きっと何らかの存在が侵入したのでしょうね。それはこの世界で最もありふれていて誰にも止めることができない手段、死を通じて世界中に侵入したのよ。
だとしたら確かに防ぐ手立てはありません。いつ起きるかもわからない侵入のために魂が地脈へ帰るのを際限なく阻むわけにはいきませんから。
ええ、外敵を防ぐことは重要だけれど、それと同じくらい亡くなった人たちの魂の安らぎも重要だと思うわ。
送信様の苦悩を理解してくれ。
守護とは常にままならぬものだな。
世界樹が侵入されたほぼ直後に私の権限は制限されてしまったわ。それとほぼ同時に世界樹はあらゆる接続を拒絶したの。
ご自身を責められる必要はありません。全ての災難を予測できる者などいないのですから。世界には常に苦難がつきまとうものです。
It's actually not about predicting every possible disaster. It's actually more on whether can you prevent it from happening, which is the stupid doctorate and the pendulum at doing all these stupid thing in the first damn place. It's like it could be avoided, but he decided to make it happen.
でもその代償をスメールの人々に払わせるわけにはいかないわ。どうにかしてもう一度世界樹に接続する方法を見つけないと。
故に R が必要なのですね。
ええ、スメール中を探しても総合的な性能で世界樹に匹敵しうる存在はアフマルが残した R だけよ。私が意識を失う直前わずかに世界樹に干渉することしかできなかったわ。 R の解放はみんなにとって苦渋の決断だったでしょうし、同時にとても危険な賭けでもあったのよ。学者たちは当初 R の力を借りてアーカー社を再起動し、それを通じて世界樹に接続して調査することを考えていたわ。けれど世界樹が想像以上に悪化してしまった今となってはそれも無意味になってしまったわね。問題を解決するには計画をより過酷で犠牲を厭わない方向へと進めるしかない。そうして予備案が生まれたのよ。今世界樹奪還のために最も優れた学者たちが R を改造して複数の目的を同時に果たそうと試みているわ。彼らの要請に応えてくれて本当にありがとう。
幾千年もの間に人類の知恵は確かに深まったようです。それに我らだけでなくジンにアランナラ、そして彼へも協力を申し出てくれました。
全力を尽くして世界中を救いましょう。
ところで先ほど話していた侵入者についてのあなたの口ぶりはまるでその人物を知っていてそうすることを知っていたかのようでしたが。
Yeah,
それについては
Dr. Red. And he's elevating it already. Yeah, he's doing his stupid thing now. Oh, cutscene? Oh my... Wait. The World Tree in... Also, that is the World Tree that Colin dreamed of! And they showcase the fire. So that is the World Tree that we have to destroy, or we have to stop.
師匠、あれは
あれは世界樹なの？どうしてこんなことに？まさか中はもう。
全員無事に避難できてよかったな。
何？なんだあれ、怖すぎるぞ。
So this is the catastrophe she's been fighting all this time.
ほう、これで宗神様の意志が明確に伝わったな。
数千年の間、世界中にこれほどの異常が現れたことは一度もなかったぞ。
続けてください。
Oh, even they are listening now.
すなわち地脈ね。本来世界樹は秘匿されていて、人々がそう簡単に見ることはできなかったの。けれど今、悪意ある侵入によってその姿があらわになってしまったのよ。
Yeah, the funny thing is, right, it's called the World Tree, but it is technically, that is the reason why, like, in every part of the nation, there is always a tree. It's like, the tree technically is indicating that it is technically linked to Irumisu, so it is kind of like, that is, in a sense, the big original tree. So for it to finally appear, and especially more because like Dendroid Asian Sumeru is technically linked to the World Tree in a sense, for Dr. Red to decided to come back and do the aiming in a sense, it does indicate that he is well aware of the World Tree is there, but he just didn't know how to bring it up. So in a way, I'm gonna assume that his main purpose is to call the World Tree out, and he knows very well about the World Tree and the purpose of what it can do. So the only issue is that why is he doing all these things though? Because knowing Dr. Ray is always like, oh, this is for the experiment. It's just one stupid experiment that he's thinking out at this point of time, to which kind of like, what the heck though, but...
もはや貪欲な木へとなり下がってしまったわ。狂気的な実験が次の段階へ進んだということね。
冒涜ですか。冒涜という名の実験なんてまともだとは思えません。
Yeah, experiment again. And right now, I don't care this question mark. I now know for sure that this one is basically Pendulum, the freaking sneaky merchant harbinger of Fatuis. And if I'm not wrong, technically he should be either number 9 or number 10 of the Fatuis list in it, in a sense. Considering that we now know that the captain is number 1, then there is followed by Doctor number 2, then there is 3. I know that Alakino is number 4. Then there was the Rooster. Then after that there is Sanjone. Calabina is number 3. Then so it's Captain, followed by Doctor, followed by Calabina, followed by Alakino, followed by is it Sanjone? Because I know that Sanjone is not, I don't know which level was she again. Then there's the Rooster. Then after that there is a Sinira who is gone already. Then there is Skomaru. It's Skomaru, then Sinaria, then Then there is we know Tatalia is the last one. So in terms of number would be 9 and 10, either one of these two. So either 9 or 10 is technically Pendulum, and we is this guy. So it's kind of like funny though. Like we got Captain who is nice, then we know Doctorate is not nice, then we know the Calubina, Alakino, all these things. Like behind one is kind of like it's kind of like we in the group with Artuis, right? There is some good and there is some bad. Alakino was considered like the previous one was actually evil, and then Alakino take her out, and then she became number 4 herself. So she became the good one, considering that she can be helping us. And Calubina, we don't need to say about her anymore. Then Sandrone, in a sense, is like considering that she's been helping us despite the differences, so it's kind of like not saying that she's evil, all these things. So considering that there is like technically if you consider like in the release of character, right, Calubina, Alakino, then we got the Wanderer, which is the Scamaru, and Tatalia. So we got 4 out of the Fatuis already. Then in future, if Sandone considering the league is actually called like Sandone is releasing, so we got 5 out of the Fatuis. So it's like basically half of the Fatuis if we in our group, especially like even though we can't really consider that the captain will he be playable or not in future or not. I mean, like considering he's been kind of like shooting himself up in Alan in a sense, so that one is a different story. But definitely we now know that the daughter was technically dead, but the only issue is that how is he still alive though? And considering that it's considered the glitching all these parts, so can definitely think that while he's dead, his data is still alive. And if that's the case, right, it will also mean that the only issue that I'm actually questioning is because that now we now know that this merchant is also not a good person, considering that he's helping the daughter. And the only issue on hand is that we don't need to think about Sinara, because Sinara alive in the land of the dead. I don't think it's alive in the land of the dead though. I think it's more like considering the glitching part, right? Like the glitching, all this thing, I think it's actually more on that he, instead of like saving his soul, I think it's actually more to say that he saved his data. He saved his digital data, where he can basically, because considering that it's also like maybe the data contain his soul in a sense, so it's like he's alive in the world of the dead, all these things. Yeah, because the thing is, right, in Sumeru back then, when we first met Dr. Red for the first time, it was well known that he got a lot of clone. It was well known for everything. There is the old clone, there is the old person, there is like every age, like a young Dr. Ray, there is a teenage Dr. Ray, there is a old man Dr. Ray, there is a senior Dr. Ray, there is the current Dr. Ray. There is like many versions of him. And the only issue is that in order to get the 2 Genesis, the Electro Genesis as well as the Dendro Genesis, you have to make a deal with Nahida, the Dendro Archon, to accept the part on that he will have to kill all his clone. So, but the thing is that back then, I don't believe him because he's well known for being a liar in a sense. But MiHoYo indicating that he's not lying. So we know very well is that in No Cry, we technically took him out. Which means that he died in a sense. But that is the one thing is that we know very well is that in Lin Line, right? When you die, you go to Lin Line. And Lin Line is where, again, in a sense, the world tree is. So in a way, the only issue is that when you are in the Lin Line, you should not have the power to affect the world tree. That is how it should be. That's why it's like they always say that is the law of the Fa. The law of the Fa say that the dead cannot affect the tree. The tree will, like, it's like the utopia, the hell, whatever you want to call it. It's like the world tree. The Lin Line is the afterlife, which Dr. Red should be gone in a sense. Now the issue on hand is that how is he able to affect the world tree? It does mean that someone is helping him to do it. As you mentioned, Pio-san, as you mentioned that it is that his experiment on it, right? The only issue is that who is able to give him that power to do so? Is the reason why that there has to be another one that has to do the glitching for him in real life, for him to affect the world tree. Because we know very well is that there is another person who managed to escape from the Lin line itself, was basically Vekka. When we do the Vekka storyline back then, where we have to help him defeat the enemy and then defeat the abyss in Nokrai as well. So that was the moment where I know for sure is that you can affect the Lin line, but we do not know to what extent. But the only issue on hand is you cannot take out the Lin line. That's the one thing for sure. But the issue on hand is that right now the person is the Totore is and as well as this person right now is affecting the world tree now. That is causing the it to have all the problem right now. And the funny thing is, right, it seems to me that when they showcase the world tree burning, right, we did see the world tree and they did show the title just now burning. So I gonna assume that we are gonna end up having that world tree being burned, but I do not know for sure how it will be like or how it will be going through all these things, because this story is really crazy in a way. But considering that we are reaching in this point, I can just imagine that right now is like my friend saying that at the part when I reach to this part, it will be a long hour of stream. But I just tell him that tomorrow Nikkei live stream will be postponed to Sunday, and tomorrow we'll be playing this one because I am very curious.
ですが、ドットーレの意思を貫徹するため、我々はこうするしかないのです。
You know the funny thing, right, guys, is that when they showed him wearing the club in this way, right, it really kind of like one of the moments that did Mihoyo watch my live streams or something along the line. If you guys remember last time when I do the if you guys remember the one where I wear the club if you guys remember the when I was wearing my club moment, like if I change my avatar for a short while, okay. Let me see whether I can find the avatar or not. Let me see. Or maybe I haven't put it in. Or was it in the... Oh yeah, it was in the thumbnail. So... back then when I did that one tarot card reading, I did wear I didn't really like wear it for my avatar, but it was actually kind of like put out as my 5th anniversary. So let me go to this page and go to this page. It's actually much better to show it in a sense though. So back then, let me show you guys easier. So Like back then, when I was celebrating the 5-year anniversary, that was also a moment when I was like doing like normally you guys will see like I'm using this kind of like all this moment, and I did use the avatar. I did use the avatar back then. It was one of the moment where you guys can see it's like I did use the avatar in a sense though. So it was one of the moment ones that I did use it. Like you guys just can see it's like I did use it. So did I use it back then? Let me see whether I did. Like back then I didn't use it, but there was one time in live stream I did end up using it, which is this one. Like you guys can totally see I'm wearing the cloud. So in a way I was wondering like, wait, how you watching my live stream or something along the line? Because it's like showing darkness, all these things. It's like, oh, you're stealthing, all these things. So it really got me questioning. It's like, Miho, you putting the game character wearing a cloud like this, like this. It really kind of beg the question. Is like, it really get me questioning. Like, is someone watching me at Mihoyo side or something along the line that I'm not aware of? Kind of happy in a sense though. Not saying like it's bad. I was kind of hoping that at least Mihoyo got, like, considering that a lot of things that Mihoyo end up putting into the game that I say during live stream or was not, made me happy in that way. Anyway, let's continue with the with this. But the one thing I still like if we were to honor Totore, so the thing is, right, it really does back the question on the thing again as well, is that Totore is affecting the world tree, but with this person help. And when I initially did think that, considering that this one would like to hide himself and the way he speaks is like a mature and all this thing, it really begs the question that he seems to me that he has to be Pendulum, considering that we, in terms of like early part of the story, like Yelan's story, all these things, is that we did come across not really himself, but the way he liked to hide, the way he liked to not showcasing a lot of things or trying to not link all these things, even though we know it's him, we just don't have the evidence in a way to link it's him. So considering that this one that we are looking at it in a way, right, it would indicate like I will have to at least highlight that it would be great to at least highlight that, hey, he's doing something.
この木の誕生は事件が彼と関係しているという証明になったわ。それについて説明するにはある人物について話さないといけないわね。
Constant and precise language precision explained that she knew about a second of the Fatu's Harbinger the doctor. Oh yeah, we did come across him back then. His true name is Zandi, and his crime are beyond all reckoning.
ザンディク、やつだったのか。以前砂漠で会ったことがあります。あの不遜な態度の若者がまさかそのような人間になり果てていたとは。
And you did ask him the question, one of the questions as well.
トットーレはなどくらいで死んだんじゃなかったのか？なんでまだこんなことができるんだ？
Yeah, he did die
フ
though.
ァデュイにはまだ彼の残党がいるのでしょうね。けれど彼がどうやって世界中にこれほどの影響を及ぼしたのかはわからないわ。
あなたの言う通り、ファデュイの部隊はすでにスメールシティに到着しているわ。それに世界中そのものにも異変が起きているようね。邪悪な成長を始めて、この世界に属さないものが外へ向かって権限しようとしているわ。ごめんなさい。他にどう表現すればいいかわからなくて。とにかくあれは世界樹から生まれて徐々に実体を得ようとしているの。
罪深き大樹が空へと伸びていく。
Is totally trying to become a god
ドッ
himself.
トーレといえば僕もいくつか情報を得た。
Recount how he and Paimon went to the meeting spot only to find no one waiting for them.
盗み聞きされる可能性があったから外では言わなかったけど、内通者は捕まったから切り捨てられたわけじゃなくて、最初から捨て駒だったんだろう。つまりファデュイは初めから彼には期待していなかったということか。だとしたら何のために内通者を送り込んだんだ。
Just to let them know,
確かに
do their
普通は
thing.
こんなことしない。背後にある目的はとても複雑なものだろうね。
Yeah, knowing that Totoro is the one who planned all this thing before his death, I wouldn't be even surprised to see even Pantaloon is also falling in that way, though, even though he's also a harbinger.
ただ一人こういう手口を好むやつを僕は知っている。そいつの目的は単純だ。意図を悟らせずに人々を混乱に陥れること。ただそれだけさ。そいつは以前からずっとドットーレの協力者だった。それだけでこの件がドットーレと関わっていると断言できる。
Some people get upon hearing this name, while others fall silent. Clearly, there is more going on here than anyone realizes. Proceed to summon all the party for a lengthy and in-depth meeting. Give a detailed explanation of the enemy and potential scale of the crisis. And after further intel provided by Nickel and Nefer, a plan is formulated and everyone prepare to get to work. It's a good thing that we don't need to hear
ま
them
だ
speak
準備すべ
anymore.
きものはたくさんある。皆、我々の核心となる計画を忘れるなよ。
さっきの話し合いの通り、今から言う人たちはすぐに行動を開始してちょうだい。アルハイゼン、ガーベイ、R 改造計画はすぐにでも次の段階へ進めないといけないわ。二人ともよろしく頼むわね。
全力を尽くします。
プランに問題はありませんが、実現するには材料が必要です。
端末の改造に必要な材料は大マハマトラのセノが率いるチームが担当してくれるかしら。
問題ありません。セトスとカサッチにも手伝ってもらうよう話をつけてやります。
こういうのは足の速い人が適任だろ、ガサッチ。
効率を考えれば僕たち以外に選択肢はないだろうね。
先ほど話に出た元素力増幅装置に関してだが、ドリーさん、君は送信様以外でこの計画の進捗を最もよく知る人物の一人のはずだ。
そこは私、三沼ハベイ様にお任せ
ドリーさんの他に技術面はファルザン、コレイ、ニコさんが協力してくれる。
I still can't believe that Mihoyo let the JP voice actor do all the weird noise for Dory. Like,
そこは私、三沼ハベイ様にお任
it's the most annoying and yet a funny voice ever.
せ任せるのじゃ。わかった。
コレイは私がしっかりと見ておくから安心してね。
ディシアさん、キャンディスさん、ネフェルさん、3人には各勢力との交渉を任せたい。我々の目標は覚えているな。
あたしらに任せときな。
And the three of them are together.
よし、もろもろを頼んだぞ。ティナリは各部門の機動支援に当たってくれ。問題ないな。
かわいそうに。毎日こき使われてナフィスの教え子というのも大変じゃ。
おいぼれめ、仲間俺を煽るつもりか。
大丈夫だよ。これは先生がみんなの能力を信頼してることの証明だから。僕はみんなのバックアップってことだけど、 緊急で対応しなきゃいけない場面はそうそうないだろうし。
Two old men quarrel like little kid.
旅人あなたは私と一緒にナタの国境へ向かってほしいの。そしてそれが終わったら何人かと一緒に永遠のオアシスへ行きましょう。
Oh, the external oasis. That's where time stands forever still at the moment of grand first. The one we did unlock already, and it was technically due to this quest as well. That also involved her. So it was kind of interesting to get all these things slowly linked out as well. But to think that all these things was because of this stupid second of the Avenger. Always full of man experiment. It's more like a stupid experiment.
永遠のオアシス。そんな伝説みたいな場所、本当に存在するのか？
Yeah, yes,
ナタですか。国の中心人物同士、本来であればもっと正式な形で顔を合わせるべきなのですが、今はスメールから外へ通じる道がほとんど残されていません。このような形でエンジンマービカと面会するのは礼儀に反するが、皆よろしく頼むぞ。
はい、we'll do all this.
君たちの方こそ無理はしないことだね。
その通りじゃ。特に宗神様はまだ回復しきっておらんのじゃからな。
心配いらないわ。アペプがくれた力が私を支えてくれるもの。そうだぞ。オイラたちがついてるんだから、ナヒーダは絶対に大丈夫だ。ええ、私は自分もみんなのことも信じているわ。それじゃ行動開始よ。
Just in case. Mine still not wearing. Well, technically he's wearing a freaking 5-star, but I didn't really like level up this set because I was like, were we in the way of leveling up something now for him? So I didn't consider about leveling the artifact set up. Just in case any NPC that I need to speak to. Can also. It's kind of funny that this place that we used to unlock every single thing, especially in case anyone don't know, right? The Oasis is actually basically somewhere inside here. So for you to be able to for them to explore as well. Oh, we need to speak to them how? Okay, now speak to. I thought we can speak to any NPC, but we're off is only to Eisenman Kelvin.
最終的な作戦がどの程度うまくいくかはアーカー社の改造状況次第だ。目標を達成するには R をさらに最適化する必要がある。
ああ、分かってる。
これからの行動だが、すでにアーカー社端末を持っているスメール人はそのまま元の端末を使えばいい。問題は傭兵や砂漠の民、その他の特殊な事情を抱えた者たちだ。これまで端末を受け取ったことがない人々の分が圧倒的に不足している。
R の改造や新端末の製作には希少な素材が必要だ。今のところ0秒内のプライマル構造体が現地調達できる素材としては最適だね。それにしても今回のプロジェクト全く時間に余裕がないな。
R の合併改造計画は 二人に任せた。この計画に失敗は許されない。大変だろうがよろしく頼むぞ。素材の方は先ほど話した通り、大マハマトラのセノとカサッチ君に任せている。キングデシェレトの霊廟の構造に詳しいセトス君も一緒だ。彼がついていれば彼らも迷うことはないだろう。
彼なら信頼できる。俺たちは今のうちに休んでおこ
う。そうだな。素材が揃い次第作業を開始しよう。整列、しっかりついてくるんだ。
何もそこまで肩肘張る必要はないだろいつものことだよ。君も知ってるだろ。
目標は覚えているか？余分なプライマル構造体を見つけ次第素材に変えるんだ。
キングデシレトの七柱は何も言わなかったのかい？
トートは放っておいても意味がない。好きに使うといいと言っていた。
Oh, we got to use them now. So I'm gonna assume that we are going to. The only issue is that I never like me having to spam this fast in a sense, because sometimes the button works or the button don't work. Even though there is a waypoint here, but for some reason we can't we can't waypoint here. And I'm gonna assume that we are gonna take this thing out.
無意味な抵抗。
知恵の頂点よ。天へと前、身の程を知れ。
勝利をしてやる。お前の罪を償うがいい。審判の時だ。
Take one, take another one. Now we just need to go down here. Oh, they can heal. Thank you. Oh, so I don't need to worry about getting hit now.
降伏しろ。
先手必勝。風よ。これで。お互い一歩引かないか。それ。ごめん。ちょっとどいてくれる？はっ。せい。と。はっ。
逃げ場はないぞ。
天へと前とこれでへいやお
無意味な抵抗。この身で残傷を粛清する。罪を償うがいい。
そこ
対価を断つ。
それもっと泣きわめく。これでへいこれでへい知恵の頂点よ。先手必勝。やっとやっはっはっはっはっと属性を見下ろさん。これでへいへいお互い一歩引か。やっやっ
判決からは逃れられない。
やっそこ
罪を償うがいい。対価を断つ。この装置は故障しているが何かに使えるかもしれない。念のために持ち帰ろう。
We're just picking up everything that we can get. there's no indication of how many I need to get, but I'm just assuming that whatever I can get my hand on, I guess. Collect.
Yeah. Yo.
Ooh. At the very least, we can get the healing, which is the most important part. Oh. Oh.
失礼。ごめん。ちょっとどいてくれる？と。
Oh. That's a.
これまでの努力も水の泡か。逃げ場はないぞ。やっ。へい。これで。お互い一歩引かないか。降伏しろ。この身で万象を粛清する。審判の時だ。はっ。た。や。そこ。た。罪を償うがいい。悪魔のありし栄光よ。
Okay, managed to pick it out.
一体どれだけ必要なんだ。
アーカー社端末を持っていない者全員に
ちょっと待ってね。
一つずつ配る必要がある。
アーカー社端末は非常に強力で、
Right now,
君自身も影響を受けたことがあるって言ってな
right
か
now,
っ
this
たっ
part,
け。
check it
教練
out.
員はアーカー社を史上最も強力で完璧な知識補助システムと称している。どれほどの力を秘めているか想像に難くないだろう。
確かにね。
Oh, thank you for the subscribe.
僕とカサッチはアーカー社端末を持ってないんだよね。
手に入れるいい機会じゃないか。
It's about to change. Okay, now we are at this part. Let me get out to check first. Give me a while. So I have to enter. Okay, let's see. So, oh damn, you got quite a lot of strong characters. Okay, let's see. Dolly Dolly. 75 as to 243. That is a very good. So that is a very good stat though. Oh, we even got absolute on her. That's very a lot. Technically, it's meant for, and I guess you want to know the bond of light is actually meant for another character, but it is still a very good sword on her as well. So it is quite strong. And the Deep of Finance, yep, that is also meant for her as well. So that is a very good. That is a very good sub. Overall, I would definitely say that like everything else is actually very good though. Especially more like you managed to get this good of a sub stat for like crit rate that high. Yeah, that is a very good crit rate though. Oh damn, the number of energy. Well, you really spam quite a lot into getting the good sub stat. Well, I would definitely say it's a very good so far though. If anyone asks me, I would definitely say it's so good. The next character, you her Escofia. Damn, you bring her as well as a sub DPS. Mine is actually kind of built as a not as a DPS though, but you did have her signature weapon. can definitely see you are going that route. So far, I would definitely say it's considered very good so far though. Especially more towards like the substat, I would definitely say it's quite high. Oh damn, you even managed to get a 40 crit damage! Damn! That is very good. Mine isn't as good as yours though. I have to at least. I think it's actually fair for me to sure mine is not that good. I would definitely say it's still on the alright moment. Like for example, like mine is holding on to just the Black Sword, but in terms of like crit damage, it's just only 71 as to 191. Then for S-Sphere, technically I kind of like didn't really build her up on that end. It's like, as you guys can see, it's like technically like just 69.7 as to 81.9, because I kind of like just give her the Tester Drew, as well as that technically mine wasn't that good in terms of like when it comes to the substat as well, because as you guys can see, technically wasn't as what I like. Like I try to go as high as I can, but it just didn't go in the way that I want, so I kind of like lose hope on that chance for it though. So that is way better than mine. At least I think it's like, in case anyone want to know, it's like technically mine is just kind of, I just build her up as a healer in a way though. So I would definitely say yours is considered way better than mine though. If there is one thing that you are curious about. I never really managed to build my character strongly in a sense. Okay, oh yeah, we are now back here. Also, in case anyone want to know, right, it's actually better to show it, because this one can't be shown in a sense. Because when we are up here, right, technically if you actually do when you do the quest, all this thing, right, you can actually enter this place to go to this part, and then you go to the top here, which is technically the top of that place. The only thing I find it very mattering is that we can't teleport to the top. You have to go in to go to the top, which is kind of like weird. Now, second part of the whole damn place that is actually kind of like we did unlock, which is technically the underground part, which is technically, if I just teleport here, it will be much easier to show by teleportation though. There is the eye of the sandstorm here, which is this place, and we can go to the garden. And then if you go to the garden, it is the external oasis. As you guys can see, everything here is frozen, including the part where you can basically walk on water. So even if you see my stamina going down, right? Yeah, I'm actually walking. Even if you change to any other character, right? Like even if they are not supposed to walk on water, yeah, in this place, this is the place that you can walk. And this is also the place where, in this part, you have to have 3 character, in real life 3 character. Like you have to go to someone world to do it as well, to do it for them or whatever. You basically have to have 3 people sitting down on each seat. One represent the Dendro Archon, one of them represent the Goddess of Flower, and one of them represent the Desert King. So this is the place that they have to come back here again, and the reason why it's called the external oasis is because this place, as you guys can see, everything has frozen. You can't do anything to this, you can't even hit them. So basically, just to showcase it, it's like you try to hit. Like you guys can't hit. Like normally you hit a bird or whatever, they will die. But in here, you can't do anything. So everything here is already frozen in the sense that you can't do anything here. But it was really one of the places that they have to come and visit in the sense though. And also the second thing is that the World Tree, technically, if anyone would know very well, is that last time when we fight against Skamaru, we did have to come here and fight Skamaru once, and that was one of the, I have to highlight that it was kind of like fun and also hard boss back then that I do come across. And initially when they showed the World Tree burning, right, initially I was like wondering, like, did they showcase this World Tree? Like, were they indicating like this World Tree burning? Because it was kind of like, it doesn't look like a World Tree, but it is a tree. So considering that they did showcase the World Tree did appear, so we can confirm that this is not the World Tree. And earlier I mentioned that in every nation there is always a tree in a sense though. So this is one tree. Then we in Liyue one we don't need to say anything because they kind of like have the World Tree kind of like gone and kind of like a new one in a sense. But in Montage, they did have a World Tree as well, so not really a part of the World Tree, but it's technically a tree that represents Montage. So this is another tree as well. So if anyone knows very well that this is quite one of the older tree as well. So technically there is another tree here. And then for Inazuma, we don't need to say too much. They don't really have a World Tree, but they do have a Sakura tree which defend them. And in a sense is that technically it is also linked to it as well. So it is kind of like, if you guys notice that there is crystal in it which is linked to the World Tree. So even though it's kind of like different in a sense, it is still technically part of the World Tree. So in like Inazuma, Izumeru, all these things. And even Fontaine itself, we don't need to say too much because if we go to the Winterwind here, they do have their own tree, which is just basically that tree. And if you guys notice this carefully, you guys notice that this is the tree itself. You can see the root is basically crystallizing. So this is the Montes version, the Fontes version. Then the Skamaru version, we see the tree. Then for Nalan, I can't recall where was it though, but I seriously can't recall it. Dokotake. Because because in a sense, right, non-time is like they said they have their own tree. Oh yeah, it was the Night Kingdom. It's not the World Tree, it's the Night Kingdom. So in Nalan, they don't really have a tree. As you guys can see, there is no tree around here. Not really. I'm not referring to the whatever tree. It's actually I'm referring to the big tree because in No Cry, there is that tree. Not really a tree, but in a sense, it is kind of like similar in a sense though. So it was technically, well, it's not really a tree, but it was kind of a link in a sense. So if you actually look at it in a way, it is technically not really a tree, but it is still technically a tree. Which is the castle itself though. Oh yeah, and there is also the prey, there is, it was more on her side as well. So if you consider like everything here is actually kind of a link in a way. But so the World Tree technically is kind of like being in the center of it. So if you actually look at the whole damn map, right, in a way, if you consider everything down here, right, the only one in the center is technically Skamaru though. It's Sumeru, sorry. Skamaru. Sumeru. Skamaru. Skamaru is actually the old name of the Wanderer. So if you actually consider that in a way, right, it's kind of like possible to think it that it is linked in that way though.
冬は
So
情熱的で夜は冷酷。それが砂漠というものだ。
so let's continue with this part. I mean, like, I'm trying to see whether can I actually finish up to the part I wanted to finish though.
あらららららら。遠くまでお越しくださってありがとうございます。本当に大変だったでしょ。デコボコで歩きづらく、危険だらけの道中だったはずです。わあ、ご一緒できればよかったのですが、計画をよく知る者として、ここを離れるわけにはいきませんものね。ほう、わしの組み立てを見よ。どうじゃ、まさに完璧じゃろう。じゃが、本当にこんなにいるのか？計画ではそのようですわ。あらゆる面で素晴らしい装置ですけれど、いかんせんコストが少々高くつくのか。
資金の大半は君が出してるって聞いたけど。
そんなことはありませんわ。教練員も相当出資してくださりましたから、それに比べれば私の協力なんてほんのちょっとのものですわ。もちろん普段に比べればケチなんてないの当然ですけれどもこんな状況では稼ぎにくいですわね。デザインには美学を感じるのう。こんなに小さな装置で公開の力を復元できるとは面白い。
先輩は公開の力の講義には行ったの？あの日見かけなかった気がするけど。
おお、行ったぞ。ただほんの少し遅刻してしまっての。裏口の外で縮こまって聞く羽目になったのじゃがとにかく公開の力、元素力、そしてアビスの力、三者の関係はちゃんと理解できておるぞ。
ならよかった。先生がこっそり教えてくれたんだけど、公開の力と元素力の転換に関する知識はむやみに広めるべきじゃないらしいんだ。それでも学者たちはお構いなしに情報を共有したわけだけど。
あら、人の口にとは立てられぬとは、まさにこのことですわね。
最初は宗神様もみんなの身を案じて詳細を言いたがらなかったんだけど、その後考え直したみたいで、存亡の危機に共に立ち向かうよう先生たちに話したんだ。誰かを危険から遠ざけて守るには、その人に理由を知られないようにする必要があるよね。けど誰かに知識を理解して実践してもらいたいなら、その知識の本質を伝えなくちゃならない。
Well, I mean, technically, if you don't share the information, people aren't going to help you or unable to help you.
僕たちも危険にさらされることになる。問題解決の可能性を餌に、様々な手段で人々を追求の道に誘い込む葛藤があったと思うよ。でも今日、この大きな問題は小さな問題になった。
小さな問題ですの？わしにはわかるぞ。例えるなら、お前とわしは秘密の知識を共有しておるが、わしと彼女は生死と運命を共に背負っておるといったところか？なんですってそれが小さなことです。陰論派はよく、一人の身に降りかかる一つの出来事は巨大なものじゃが、歴史の中では極めて些細なものであるという。個人の運命など全体から見れば小さなものじゃ。
残念ながら僕は正論派出身だから、研究対象はもっと身近なものなんだ。 実際問題、人に関わることが重要じゃないはずないんだけどね。
つまり、私たちの存亡に関わる問題はお互いに関係のある小さな問題に解体されて、一人一人が背負うことになったということですの。一つの秘密を多くのものと分かち合えば、一つの大きな運命に多くのものを結びつけることができるのじゃ。他のものには想像もつかんことかもしれん。じゃがわしら学者にとってはいずれ取らざるを得ん選択肢として常に頭の片隅にあるのじゃ。
知識の共有は運命に抗う有効手段だ。僕はこれからもずっとそう信じ続けるよ。よし、これで運び終わったね。
お二人ともよく頑張ってくれましたわね。次は機器の調整をお願いしますの。
Just for one conversation here. And now for them. Can I speak to them? Nope. I can assume. Let's see if I can. Okay. So we can't speak to him as well. I thought I was speaking to him, but. What's your name? Oh, it's really just water. I thought it was like. Is it fake water, but not to be real water? Investigate.
よし、材料は全部揃った。これで次の段階に進めるな。アルハイゼン、君の方はどうだ？
R の情報は大抵古い砂漠の文字で記録されている。この砂漠の文字で綴られているのはどこかの部族の言語だ。こっちは字の形からしてオアシス文字の仲間らしいな。
まさか読み方がもう伝わってないんじゃ？
一部はな。近しい言語の法則から推測するしかない。だが幸いこの中には失われていた情報を保管する資料もある。写し終わったら教令院に持ち帰ろ
う。なあ、他にも R が起動した後に現れた2つの文があるんだ。読めるかい？
人は神の文字を読むことなどできない。それを読もうとする限りは勝利は容易に得られるべきではない。なぜならそれは神の知恵を象徴するものであるからだ。認識は揺るがされるべきではない。その本質には外的な限界があるからだ。
謎を解くためのヒントか？それとも何かを暗に示しているのか？読み取れないなら読まなければいい。勝利は知恵であり、認識には境界がある。待て、思いついたかもしれない。やっぱりこれはメタファーなんだ。つまり
盤面か。
A chest bond. And they unlock it.
確かに君の言う通り、最近の若者は謎解きが得意らしいな。
後者の中のあまたの秘密も少しずつ解き明かされてきただろう。 R が知恵の届く場所である以上、遅かれ早かれこの日はやってくると思っていた。
俺は昔から文を複雑にしすぎるのには反対だ。書くのも読むのも疲れないか？
ちょうどいいところに R について研究していたらこの盤面が起動してしまったんです。
お三方は毎日食後の暇つぶしにこれをやっていると聞いた。さぞかし心得があるんだろう。
確かに親王が残したあまたの奇跡の中でも彼の5番はとりわけ評判が良い。もし君たちが 神の御番を訪れたことがあるなら、この駒に見覚えがあるはずだ。
もしかしてこれは R の内部が顕在化したもの？
その通り。来訪者への準備は万全だ。法則通りに盤面の試練を達成して初めて R の上書きが許可される。
待ってください。それは危険なのでは？
ああ、当然危険だ。
なら僕が行く。君はここで待っていてくれ。
周りから少しずつ自信を借りてきたか？
僕は先輩だぞ。先輩が後輩を守ろうとするのは当たり前だ。
Wow, so
気
he
持ちは受け取っておくが、盤上ゲームというのは2人でやるものだ。それにこの手のゲームなら安全性は制御できるはずだ。局面が安定するのはあなたたちにとっても好都合だろう。
確かに。対局の難易度を調整してくださるのならお手柔らかにお願いできますか？
はあ、ベンヌは脅かしたがっていたのだがな。まあいい、わかった。
ありがとうございます。もちろん僕たちも気をつけます。見たところ普通の盤面じゃなさそうだね。相手を倒せばいいのかな？
いいな。我らの試練を乗り越えるのだ。
準備はできたか？
行こう。
I wouldn't lower the difficulty, but I want to give it a try. Anyone who know me very well. Okay, during the chess piece must move separately. Consuming action they transmit. It can be pressed both. Can be passed one both reach the end. The area pass through will be marked. Unable to pass the area that Calvin had marked. Okay. Can move in some of the pieces, but he can only push them towards empty spaces. Can activate some of the chess piece to unlock certain areas. Those then can be possible.
第一局は俺からだ。
こんな妨害に意味があるとは思えないが、
この対局の鍵は力を合わせることにある。協力して解決しなければ反則とみなす。
僕の出番みたいだね。メラック、なんとかできるかい？
親王の一番のお気に入りだったプライマル構造体。そのチップが工具箱の中で生きているとは面白い。
ほう、なかなかやるではないか。
So okay. Now how do I switch? Oh, I press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B. Unlock that. Turn. Alright, that was alright. Okay, this is.
我が輩の番だ。おっと、心配するな。手加減してやろう。
ほう。
ありがとうございます。
We need to unlock to that end. Oh! I can reverse back. Okay. So I can do this first. Open up the loop. Now let's see. Now
アルハイゼン、何を考えているんだ？
待ちたくないなら先に行けばいい。
僕だって待ちたくなんかないさ。でもこの状況じゃ待たざるを得ないだろ
う。ならいいが。
And now I just reverse back. Reverse that away so that I can reverse here, so that I can go through this path, and now Alhaizam can walk through here.
A れほど露骨に手加減するとは感心せんな。私はそうはいかんぞ。
好きにしろ。
Okay, let me see. First thing first, I need Alhaizam to remove each part first. So move one part first, and then now I know I need to move that away because they can't cross each other path, so that he can unlock this path. Now he need to unlock to put this away first. And then I'll hide. And maybe put this away here first. Then push that down. And then this one just go up here. Unlock that. Now the question is, how am I going to force this one away? Because I can't go over already. Unless force it. Ah, 違うかな? Reset.
あれほど露骨に手加減するとは感心せんな。私はそうはいかんぞ。
好きにしろ。
At least unlock that one first. And then unlock this one as well. Then return him back here. Now Kelvin will have to go here first. Now I'm going to pass back here first, because I need Alhaizam to unlock the gate first. Then he can return back. Now to go here and then push that in. And then for this one, push that in there. And because I need there is a limited slot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then he should also end it exactly. Yep. Done. That's take quite a while to get used to the puzzle, but it's at least something that I can manage. It's a good thing though.
やっと終わった。なかなか面白かったな。盤面の上に立つのは 地面に立つのとはまた違った感覚だった。それに、おっと、感想はまた今度。お三方ともありがとうございました。先ほどはあなた方が導いてくれたのでしょ。
微力ながらな。
思った通りだったな。お前たちならうまくやってくれると信じていた。手助けした甲斐があったというものだ。
R の機能についてあなた方に聞きたいことがある。 R の障壁がキング・レシェレトの霊廟全体を覆えるなら、もっと遠くまで拡散させることもできるはずだ。あなたたちならご存知ではないのか。
つまり今ある機能に加えて。なるほど。
この機能と装置が組み合わさって最大限に効果を発揮したらどうなるか想像してみてほしい。
確かにこれ以上ない解決策だ。皆さんどうかお願いします。
ほう、そこまで誠心誠意頼まれたら断るわけにはいかないな。羊、ワニ、良いか。
無論だ。
無論だ。the good thing of it. 無論だ。
そろそろ時間だな。ナヒーダと合流しようぜ。
ナヒーダ。
来たわね。
はい。
ニコさんはさすが天の使いね。みんなを導く知恵に満ちているわ。ナタに伝言を届けてくれたの。それに魔女界のみんなには重要な任務があるけれど、自分は暇だからスメールの民にずっと付き添ってくれるとも言ってくれたわ。おう、ニコはこれまでもみんなのことを助けてくれたんだ。ひひおいらもいいやつだと思うぞ。ええ、善良で親切ね。次は私たちが動く番だわ。行きましょう。
行きましょうか。Oh, I thought we have to run all the way there. Good thing we don't have to. I have to do the teleportation, this part again and again and again. really have to run all the way there. And wait, are we having a fake sky or something along the line? We got one tree here, we got that one tree there, and then we got another tree there. That's really so many trees. Okay, so we are going towards the sun. On Nalan.
ここがスメールとナタの境界。
But there is something blocking.
そしてあれがニコとネフェルの言ってた障壁か。スメールと他の国々を完全に分けてる。
It's also kind of like a good thing that our character get to speak some line.
ここがスメールとナタの境界。そしてあれがニコと
At
ネフ
least
ェ
make
ルの
him
言ってた
feel
障
like
壁か。
a main character now.
スメール。でもどうしてなぜよりによってこんな時に他の場所から隔絶しようとするんだ。
Whatsoever, we got Celestia behind there. You guys can see it's like right there, Celestia. Oh my god.
世界中かつて汚染されたことがあったはず。
I think that's right. The forbidden knowledge was eliminated, but the fact that it was polluted should remain unchanged. Oh! Wow.
私も同じことが気になっている。
Don't need to go to Kasama. We know who she is already.
その声マービか。早かったね。
旅人、久しぶりだな。
こんにちは。
We got Marvika, the leader of the place.
やあ、送信ナヒーだ。
ナビカ、突然国境まで呼び出してしまってごめんなさい。それからこんな形で話すしかないことを許してちょうだい。今あなたが見ている私は旅人の体を借りて存在している。私は今キング・デシェレトの霊廟の中から意識を通してあなたと交流しているの。世界樹が博士の侵入を受けたわ。彼が木の内部から世界の情報を覗き見ることを警戒しなければならない。旅人は世界樹に記録されないし、あなたもまだ中にいる。
私の記録は地脈ではなく八神の国に残される。八神の国と地脈の循環が接続しない限り、博士に私の動きを知られることはないだろう。
It's true. It's the reason why we don't have the World Tree there, because they have surveyed it already.
そうよね。
私たち3人がこのような形で顔を合わせた事実は存在しないも同然だな。パイモンがいないことにもなる。
Yeah, Paimon isn't here as well.
世界中に記録されてしまうことを心配したんだろ。スメールの状況については我々ナタ人も耳にしている。教会は封鎖され、キャラバンは輸送の中止を余儀なくされた。かなり深刻な事態だ。相当苦労しただろう。
さっきのあなたたちの疑問に答えるわ。ここからの話は少し残酷なものになるかもしれない。
わかった。
私も断言したくはないのだけれど、世界樹は天理より先にあった。ナタで竜たちが映画を極めていた頃にはすでに存在していたの。スメールの民を苦しめる病状が出たことも世界樹にとってはさほど深刻な問題ではなかった。世界樹自体は正常に稼働していたから障壁も生成されなかったの。だけど今博士の侵入が世界樹そのものに影響を及ぼした。だから障壁が展開したのよ。これは天理が定めたルール。世界樹が深刻な危機に陥った時、力の一部を確保してスメールを隔絶するようになっているの。
Damn! So the World Tree was changed by the Heavenly Principle. That if the World Tree is going to be destroyed or being affected, then the barrier to stop and isolate the place is set up.
そうすれば、たとえスメールが滅びてしまっても、外の世界が準備する時間を稼げるから。
その苦難については私たちもよくわかる。
天理は今のテイワットにあるほとんどのものを想像したわ。天理にとってその大部分の存続を維持することの優先順位はスメールを守ることよりも高いの。
だから自分のやり方でスメールを守るつもりなのか？
ええ。あなたに比べれば私の個体としての力は少し劣るわ。でもだからといって座して死を待つ道しか残されていないわけではない。いざとなったらあらゆる手段を使うつもりよ。
You know the guys funny thing is right. Seeing a character in all black and white only is like wow damn. If every character in Genshin is in this color, I think it would be like what the heck are we even playing?
魔女界のニコさんは明言しなかったが、来訪の意図は分かった。
うん。 ナヒーダと真剣に話し合った結果なんだ。重すぎるお願いだとは分かってるけど。
必要なのは炎の神の心だろ。
Yes.
その通りよ。
It's kind of funny that
借りると言いたかったのだけれど、予想をはるかに超える事態で。だから、炎の神の心を
it's also kind of funny in terms of the story, like everything, right? The only Archon that have managed to use not just their own genesis, okay? Like every Archon have their own genesis. We all knew that Venti gave his one up, Zhongli gave his up, Yaoi Miko gave that one up because Dragon Shogun doesn't want it. And Hydro Archon also kind of like give it out to destroy herself, and then it landed on Evelyn, and he gave that one to he did give that one to Alakino, and Alakino kind of like got it and then give it to the Crown Nation. So in a sense, is that we all know that every nation had kind of give it out. Only for Sumeru, which is kind of interestingly, is that if you actually consider that she did give herself her one out in a sense because of Tottori in a sense. So if you actually consider every single part of the story so far, right? Every Archon had used up their own genesis, especially more on like Marvika had used out her one as well. But the one thing that actually make it very enticing that Nahida is the only Archon that managed to use 3 genesis throughout the damn story. Because right now she won the Pirate genesis to burn, so-called to help save them. But if you actually consider that back then, when she did have the Dendroid genesis as well as the Inazuma, the Electro genesis, she did use up 2 of them. So in a sense, if she do end up using the Pyro, is that technically she is the only the only Archon that have managed to use 3 out of the 7 genesis though. And I think that so far, if you actually consider it right, considering that right now, other than the Pyrogenesis that is in Marvika hand, other 6 of the Genesis has now already in Teresa hand already. So if that is the case, I think it's like right now we got Nahida holding the record to having used 3 of the Genesis. Like imagine in future it's like, oh, we get to have the Cryo Archon going to use up all the Genesis herself in a way. I don't know. I mean, like, based on what it seems to me, right, the one thing that actually got me really kind of like curious, right, is that they are asking for the Pyrogenesis. The thing is, right, Pyrogenesis is actually more on increasing to do burning. So if technically, if you actually consider that the story has been floating in the direction of like everything have to be burned, like in Korean, in Sumeru's story, right, I did mention that she did dream that the world tree did end up burning, and which in the story we did manage to stop it from happening. We thought that the world tree is going to get destroyed, and the one that wanted to destroy the world tree was technically Skamaru, the wanderer or the head guy. So he did in that sense back then was trying to destroy the world tree. He wanted to destroy the world tree in a sense, and that was the one that actually we end up stopping him, and he became and Nahida was the one who actually end up being the one to indicate all these things, and it was the moment of able to we end up saving Skamaru in a way that the Skamaru part was no longer part of history in their own history, which is the reason why everyone forgot who Skamaru is. Like technically Skamaru know who is Alakino, he know who is all these things. It's like in terms of like everything else, everyone know who is he. But because he erased from the world tree his information, who he is, and he almost died, we end up saving him. Nahida also end up saving him. So in a way, he's end up trying to repay every single thing. Which is the reason why if Nokrai, he end up trying to save us. In Sumeru right now, he's also trying to save Nahida in a sense because he's repaying his debt. And that is the the point of the whole thing. Now the one thing is actually kind of like the whole thing that caused Komaru to end up being the whole scenario, especially in No Cry, all these things, if you know very well, is that the one in Fatuis that is end up doing all the evil stuff is this stupid guy, this scholar. And the one thing is that during his student year, he should be an old man. Now the one thing is actually kind of like indicating that who is this guy. Maybe in future we get to see how in near future we get to see maybe in later part of the story, but we can definitely know that there is like the one thing is, if you guys notice, right, there is a number 2. It's not known as Dr. Red, but he's known as 2 Dr. Red. Initially I did think that is it because he's the second Harbinger. But it actually begged the question that maybe that is the original Dr. Red. Because if that is the case, then where is the original Dr. Red? Because it really kind of begged the question, because in the story, what happened to the original Dr. Red? That one maybe later on we'll get to see it. But the one thing that actually begged the question is that they did put number 2 Dr. Red. So it could be another letter though. It could be ill Dr. Red. So it could. It's the reason why that initially I did think like it could be ill. Don't get me wrong, but it can also mean 2. So that's the one thing that we have to be very cautious, because right now, if that is the thing, it really begged the question. Like last time I did wondering why like when the question that I asked back then was like, why did they put 2? Is it because he's number 2? Because initially back then I thought that the captain was number 2, and if Dr. Ray is number 2, then at the time I was thinking that, oh, maybe Dr. Ray is number 2, then the captain is number 3. But when later on when they released that, hey, actually captain is number 1, then I was like, what happened to Jester? And turned out that, oh, Jester is number 0. It's because he is the director. Dr. Ray is actually kind of like known as the doctor, the DOCTOR, the normal, you see the doctor, all these things, the doctor in a sense. And his actual name was, I believe, in terms of the lore, is called Zandi. He actually true name, if I'm not wrong, because in Sumeru there was one person who ended up doing all the stupid thing, and doing all the stupid thing that is caused the destruction in the desert, and that was only one person, and that is called Zandi. And in a sense, back then I was wondering like, how old is the Dr. Red? Because it should be an old man. How is still a young man? And then later on we know that, oh yeah, there is also many clone of him. Maybe before he died, he created a lot of clone himself. So it's like maybe the one that we're seeing right now here, that now it's like, oh, that may be number 2. This is the number 2 main, the leader in sense. So if that is the case, then there may be a 3 Dr. Ray, 4 Dr. Ray, 5 Dr. Ray. But in a sense, is that you also break the promises with Nahida, because there was a promise between Dr. Ray and Nahida that in order for Nahida to pass the electro and the dendrogenesis to Dr. Ray to pass over to Teresa, the Cryo Nation Archon, then he must kill one thing that is all his clone. Which is the one thing that did happen. So unless that he did not, which in the reason why that was actually kind of like that got the question that got me really curious, like when in Nokrai, when he died, I was like, did he really die? Because whatsoever is like, if you actually remember, Wanderer himself did mention that he wanted to take Dr. Ray out himself, like he legit. Maybe he made the promise in the second one. Yeah, that's the problem though. That's why it's like we still do not know. Maybe in future we'll get to see him or not, and I'm hoping we won't. But the one thing is really kind of concerning on this part is that right now, considering that Dr. Red is regardless of who we come across, right, he really is messing up. Like number one, in No Cry, he messed up the whole damn place. In Sumeru, he messed up the whole damn place. in Inazuma, he also tried to mess up the place, but we managed to stop it. So the one thing is, right, Totoro is like a person that has been trying to mess up a lot of places. More times we managed to stop it because if we consider that Durin ended up being a good person, managed to stop everything. That was the one thing that we managed to stop. Then there was the part on the Inazuma that he wanted to cause Wanderer to destroy Inazuma, but ended up that we managed to stop in Sumeru himself. And Sinara did end up dying. That was the cause of the issue. So it really begs the question if you consider that maybe we in the group, like even like I know like Cineria's backstory is kind of sad in a sense that one we cannot deny, but we also kind of like beg the question is that right now in a way is that we got 11 Harbinger, although interestingly one is gone, which is technically the Wanderer himself. So we got Wanderer is gone, and we got number one is the captain is also gone. But he's still technically the is number one. So we got number one is the captain. Then we got the number two the Doctorate, number three Carabina, number four Alakino. Then after that followed by don't know the in order until the last one is Chow or Tataria. So we got Rooster, we got Sandrine, we got Pandorin, we got Wanderer, we got Scenario. But the one thing that actually got me really curious in a sense is that they only indicate 10 Harbinger. They say there is 10 Harbinger, but yet the thing is they indicate that there is 11 of them. So initially I thought I was like maybe when Wanderer disappeared, maybe he was the missing one. But when I look through the whole list itself, number 9 or number 10 is either one of them is missing. If you guys go and check out on Wikipedia, there's only indicating of 10 Harbinger in a sense in the way right now. So it really begs the question like who is the missing Harbinger? But it really kind of begs the question like
何をためらう。遠慮する必要はない。
神にとって神の心はとても重要なものでしょ。
でしょ？いや、
重要でないとは言えないが、なくなったら無力になるほどのものでもないな。
The funny thing is, right, Genos, she did not want to lose the Genosity because she said she want to keep it for though.
君たちは多くの国を巡り、多くの神と関わってきた。それは分かっているはずだ。私にとって神の心は元素増幅装置のようなものだ。だが普段は使うことがない。君たちも知っての通り、私は自分のことを結構強いと思っているからな。
The way she showed this face. But the one thing is, yeah, Genosity is technically an elemental energy enhancer, which is the reason why when Archon use it, it's actually more on like they are strong already, and if they use it, they become even stronger.
みんな知ってる。
だから言っただろう。もっと肩の力を抜けと。ほら、これが炎の神の心だ。
And the funny thing is, right, the only like she did not want to give this one out to even to the captain. Like the captain actually initially go to Nala was also to try to get this from her. But now we know the captain was technically like decided to move on with his life and end up being the so-called the linkage of to the Lin line in, because you can't sacrifice a dead person who can live for immortality. So in a sense, this Genesis is kind of like being kept with her, but now she is actually don't want it in a way.
え？こんなにあっさり？こんなにあっさり？こんなにあっさり？
かわいいな、その声。
取り出すのはそう難しいことじゃない。それに、もともと必要とするものに渡そうと思っていたんだ。
And even more so that she So she did want to give up, but she doesn't want to give it to the coronation god back then. Because technically she can also still back then, right, when we still thought like when we did help Nala, she then give to the subordinate of the captain and then pass it, but she said no, I'm not gonna give it. So I guess it's a good thing that she did not give it up though. Because it will also mean that now we are gonna use it. But I'm gonna assume that the world tree that we see are gonna get burned though.
ナヒーダが君と来たのは成功率を上げるためだろ。実際、君が来たことも私を説得する理由の一つになった。
本当にいいの？とても大事な神の心に関わることなのに。
Even more so than Nabila actually believe in the traveler more than anyone else.
信じてくれ。君が成し遂げてきたことを測るような真似はしない。だが、私にとってトゥマイニに神の心を渡すのはそう突飛なことではないんだ。たとえ旅人が一緒でなくとも、ナヒーダ、私は君の願いを受け入れただろう。世界樹の影響はスメールにとどまらず、テイワット全土に及ぶものだ。それを守ることがいかに困難なことか、私はよく知っている。感情から言っても、理屈から言っても、力を貸すべきだろう。
I like how the part that the sun in the back is actually making her so bright.
具体的な計画は教えてくれなくていい。神の心の件は秘密にすればするほど成功率が高まるだろう。
マービカ、あなたとあなたの人々に心から感謝するわ。
Yeah, I feel like if one just for maybe like April Fool joke or whatever, like like just for the fun of it, okay? If you guys are listening, maybe it out of nowhere release a character like just as a joke, release a character that is just all black and white, skin also pale in like white. And I think everyone would be like, I can imagine that everyone thinking that is there gonna be a character getting released, because it's like, imagine you bring a character that is just like look like this, is moving like this, attacking like this, or talking like this, or you're talking to them like this. It's like not sure is it considered cute or it's just funny though.
気にするな。だが問題はこれをどうやって君たちに渡すかだな。世界樹が作り出した障壁が立ちはだかっている今。
There is someone who can pass through though.
考えがある。
And that is him. Because the world tree do not have his record, so he can walk past.
不思議だ。
He is?
一体何をした？
He is a descender.
ただの当てずっぽうだよ。よくあることでしょ。俺だけ違うって状況。今回ももしかしたらそれと同じかもしれないと思ったんだ。
世界樹は記録に基づいて影響を及ぼす。
Yep,
旅
descender.
人は後輪者で、世界樹の中に彼の記録はないから彼を阻むことはできないのよ。
なるほど、そういうことか。君は本当に面白いな。
いいじゃないですか。
受け取ってくれ。
She just showed it past like that.
ありがとう、マービカ。こんなに大切なものを本当にありがと
う。よしてくれ。私と君の仲だろ。それにもう一つ問題があるな。君は障壁を通り抜けられるが、神の心もそうとは限らない。何か手はあるか？
うん、試してみる。炎の神の心、重さは普通、むしろ軽く感じられる。これが神の最高権力の象徴。
What are you gonna do? Absorb it into your body.
思い返してみよう。炎の思い出、ナタでの旅の記憶、どれもとても大切な経験になった。
I like how the part that they actually showcase our little friend back here. the red skull.
神の心が消えてしまったわ。大丈夫？
大丈夫。
This face expression look good.
炎の神の心が年素みたいに俺の体の中に消えた。
もしかすると君が年素を掌握したから共鳴したのかもしれないな。地脈に記録されずともやはり君は我々のトゥマイニだ。
トゥマイニか。And now what pass? And now make it back. Why you need to show a short face, for goodness sake?
ナビカ、改めてお礼を言わせてちょうだい。
私が手伝えるのはここまでだ。あとは君たちに任せよう。健闘を祈る。
You should do the fist palm just now, for goodness sake.
必ず。
If this one was the original one, it would look so damn good, but and what?
俺たちは絶対に負けない。
Ah, 残念なカメラ don't get to show that. Okay.
旅人、パイモン、気分はどうかしら。ちょっと緊張してるけど、ちょっとだけだぞ。ここ数年でオイラもだいぶ度胸がついたぜ。パイモンはずっと旅人と一緒に冒険しながらたくさんの経験を積んできたんだもの。成長して当然だわ。
俺も平気だけど、君は？ナヒーダ、体調は大丈夫？
世界樹がもたらした悪影響は果物が虫に食われて腐ってしまったようなもの。そうね、大丈夫とは言えないわ。
It's kind of funny that we got to see the black and white and now we're back to seeing the original.
でも心配しないで。覚悟も準備もできているわ。私はみんなを、あなたを、そして私自身を信じている。一人で心を燃やすのも一つの生き方だけど、必要な時に仲間に頼るのもまた偉大な知恵よ。我獣の抜け毛をこっそり集めるように、私もみんなからそういうことをこっそりと学んでいるわ。
俺もだよ。旅をしながら絶えず学び成長していく。人生とは本来そういうものでしょ。
どうやら同じ考えの人がもう一人いるみたいね。
通りすがりに聞こえただけさ。僕の意見なんて気にする必要はない。
何言ってるんだ。ここは屋上だぞ。誰が屋上を偶然通りかかるって言うんだ。
ありえないことはないだろ。君だって僕と同じように空を飛べるじゃないか。君ならわかるはずだろ。
なぜかちょっと緊張がほぐれてきた。
あなたの肩の荷を下ろしてあげられたのね。それってスメールがあなたにとって背中を預けるに値する信頼に足る場所だってことよ。それはまさに私たちがあなたに対して感じていることでもあるわ。だから友達って大切なのよ。
Have a walk and see what everyone is talking about. We have to speak to everyone. マジかよ。But oh well. At the very least, this is the top, and go elsewhere. But this is the top though. So last time we did unlock here, and that was the exploration, all these things. So this was the top, and you have to unlock the area, all these things, just to unlock every single thing. But I guess we will have to.
やっと終わった。
お疲れ様。
でもまだ何かやり残しているような気がするな。お、ここにいたのか。仕事は全部済んだかい？あ、いや、今のは忘れてくれ。一緒に作業していたんだったな。
かなりお疲れのようだな。
いろいろあったから。君もだろ。
仕事が終わったら潔く帰るべきだ。
確かにそろそろ休憩するべきだな。もうこんな時間だし、水でいいか。ほら、君も飲め。
ありがと
う。お腹は空いてないかい？何か持ってこようか。近くにオーブンがあったはずだから、ちょっと見てくれよ。
緊張しているのか？
少しね。君はどうして全然緊張してないんだ？
これから起こることは全て俺個人の能力で決められることじゃない。どうにもできないことに悩んだりしない。
どうにもできないってわけじゃないだろう。今回の戦略の大部分を考えたのは君のはずだ。
できることには限りがある。俺はただ義務を果たしただけだよ。
前回もこうだったのかい？
アザールと取り巻きのことか。そうとも言えるし、違うとも言える。あの時はもう少し状況を把握しやすかったが、今よりさらに準備時間が少なかった。
つまり敵はさらに手強くなったけど、僕らもより強くなったってことだね。忘れようったって忘れられない。あの時図書館で僕を問い詰めただろう。スメールが君を一番必要としていた時、君は何をしていたってさ。
自分から喧嘩を売りに来たことくらいは覚えていると思っていたが、大抵の場合争いの話題を持ち出すのは君の方だ。
話題を持ち出した時は喧嘩になるなんて思ってなかったんだ。とにかく今回は参加したじゃないか。どうだ？
どうだと言われてもいいことだな。
僕が手伝うのも悪くないだろ。
確かに君はスメール人として災難を目の前にこの上ない責任感を発揮してくれた。
ああ、万が一事態の収拾がつかなくなったら世界がどんな姿になってしまうか僕には想像もつかないからね。なあ、これが災難の訪れる時の姿だって信じられるか？空はこんなにも澄み渡り、腐敗や滅亡の匂いなんてこれっぽっちも感じさせないそよ風が吹いている。こんなありふれた日に人々の未来が葬り去られるなんてことあっていいはずがない。
どうしようもないことは毎日起きている。食い止められることもあればそうでないこともある。俺たちにできるのは可能性を高めることだけだ。
大いなる理想では虚無に対抗できないかもしれないが、小さき選択ならそれに対抗できるか。
うん。
いや、なんでもない。明日はうまくいくといいな。
ああ、計画通りに動けば勝算は低くない。
君は後輩のくせにいつも僕より先輩みたいな態度だよな。おかしな話だ。
おそらく風格の問題だろう。
At least now I know that Kevin is the senior. At the very least, I know that he is the senior. Andここじゃなさそうね。So I couldn't assume that we have to go in. Oh, we can now go to the upper level. We are back here. We want to go to the middle level. Speak to everyone.
明日太陽が昇ったら行動開始だ。
準備はいい？
できる限りの準備はした。
それならきっと大丈夫だ。気負うことないよ。一歩一歩進めばいい。僕たちはいつもそうして乗り越えてきたんだから。
師匠、セノさん、やっと見つけた。ジュースと水を持ってきたんだけど、飲まないか？
ここは砂漠だ。お前はすぐバテるから水を飲むといい。俺はジュースをいただこ
う。まさかこんな時にジュースが飲めるなんてね。
ファルザン先輩が緊張するって言うから、友達が発明したジューサーのことを教えてあげたんだ。そしたら次から次へとジュースを絞りまくっちゃってさ。
ジューサー？スクロースが送ってきたやつか？
うん、もらったばかりで試す暇もないままこんなことになっちゃって、ガンダルバー村に置いてくるのはもったいないと思ったんだ。
すごく甘いジュースだね。
私も思った。
これ具合はどうだ？
体に大きな問題はないよ。でもなんか変な気持ちなんだ。こんなに偉大な力がどうして私の身に宿ったんだろう。
気持ちはよくわかる。俺も子供の頃は毎日そう思っていた。
今の私も同じ気持ちかな。
だからお前はソロン派に進むべきだと言ったのに、ティナリがどうしても許さなかったから。
それは関係ないだろ。
関係ないだろ。
何の話をしておるんじゃ。ジュースでも飲むか？おっと、もう飲んでおったか。うん、私もさっきもらったから余った分は他の人にあげて。ではわしは行くぞ。
巨大な力とちっぽけな自分。お前はその二つに関連性がないと感じ、その乖離した感覚に馴染めずにいる。
はあ、今さらこんなことで悩まされるなんて幼稚だよな。
これ普段はあまり深い話をしないけど、それは深い話ができないってことじゃないよ。例えばさっき君が言ったことだけど、僕はそうは思わない。君は事件の被害者なんだ。その悪影響を受けるのは普通のことだし、恥じる必要なんてない。
俺も前先生に言われた。被害者が事件はまだ終わっていないと感じている限り、その事件は終わったことにならないとな。お前の怒りや苦しみは正当なものだ。
ニコさんが言ってたんだ。この残滓、かつて私をあんなに苦しめたものが今はみんなを守る武器になったんだって。これは私だけの進化だ。罪のない被害者が自分が悪いわけじゃないって理解するのには時間がかかるものだ。私もそうだった。でもこういうことももうすぐ終わる。明日には。
これ最近君は言葉に詰まらなくなったし、考え方も随分前向きになった。以前の君とは大違いだよ。
まだことが終わっていないと思うなら、お前の手で終わらせてやれ。今のお前ならきっとできるはずだ。
スメールは私の大切な家だから守りたい。いや、絶対に守るよ。
戻ってきたらソロン派に入るため試験を受け直してみるのはどうだ？
ちょっとそれは別問題だよ。
ジュースが3杯余ったんじゃが飲まぬか？これを持ったまま動き回っていたらくたびれた。先輩、何して。私が持つよ。
ありがとうファルザン先輩。
先輩であるわしの腕前しかと味わうがよい。さて他のものも作るかの。
先輩、肩の力を抜いてくれ。
分かっておる分かっておる。まったく。先輩であるわしの腕前しかと味わうがよい。さて他のものも作るかの。
先輩、肩の力を抜いてくれ。
分かっておる分かっておる。まったく。
分かっておる分かっておる。I'm gonna assume I have to go down. Rest for the night. No. If I can speak to everyone, obviously I will be. Because when we rest for the night, it means that we won't be able to see anything else. Nico never.
ネフェルさん、何か考え事？
別に大したことじゃないさ。ただ未来によそよそしさを感じてね。
未来は訪れてすらいないのによそよそしいってどういうこと？
最悪の到来を知ってる人と何も知らない人。この人たちが思い描く未来は違うし、同じ未来にたどり着いた時の感触もまた違う。環境が人の違いを生み、その違いが人の考えを決めるってわけだ。
教霊院陰謀派の観点はいつも鋭いわね。
ナドくらいが一番危険だったあの頃でさえ人の認識にはズレがあった。だけど今回は違
う。そうね。信仰、性別、貧富、肌や瞳の色に関係なく、スメール人はみんな明日起こることを知っているわ。
この世に公正なんてあまりないけど、そんな世界でもこんな瞬間を迎える時が来るんだね。本当に面白いよ。父さんが生きてこの時代にたどり着けてたらどれだけ良かったか。
時代、私にとってその言葉が意味する感覚はもっと大きなものだわ。時折恐怖を感じるの。私はその言葉が怖いわ。
天の使いにも怖いものがあったとはね。
ええ、少なくとも私にはあるわ。日々広がり続ける永遠に終点のない時間が恐ろしい。時間は記憶を些細なものに変え、全ての輝かしいことの重みを奪ってしまう。私が一番失いたくないのはその記憶なの。
あんたのそういうところ、人間にそっくりだね。
天の使いは人に近づきすぎて、ついには認知の炎に翼を焼き切られ、属性に落ちてしまった。私は人と長く過ごしすぎたせいで多くの栄光を失ってしまったわ。
So the angels are like human in a sense.
でもいいじゃないか。あんたはそこらの人間よりよっぽど人間があるよ。
ここ数日コレイとたくさん話したけど、私たちは正反対の状況みたいだったわ。これって対照的なサンプルと言えるかしら。
だったら何だってんだい？
自分自身を見定めたいのかもしれないわ。比べてみて自分には欲しいものがもっとあると気づいたの。例えば平凡さやぬくもり、人々が栄光や奇跡を追い求めるように、私もまた自分の奇跡を追い求めているの。人々の胸に宿る奇跡を現実へと導くこと、それこそが私にとっての奇跡よ。なかなかいいことを言っているように聞こえない？
悪くないの、思いじゃん。
例えば平凡さやぬくもり、人々が栄光や奇跡を追い求めるように、私もまた自分の奇跡を追い求めているの。
At least there's a
人々の
good
胸に宿る奇
mindset in
跡
a
を
way.
現実へと導くこと、それこそが私にとっての奇跡よ。なかなかいいことを言っているように聞こえない？
I shall we go back to the hub and see any that the two of them speak along the line. Because I thought that they need to listen to them anymore. But
君は後輩のくせにいつも僕より先輩みたいな態度だよな。おかしな話だ。
おそらく風格の問題だろう。
君には参るよ。
okay, it's just the same damn thing. Okay, let's see. Further go lower, kinda. This one is oh, is it the entrance? Ah. Ooh.
もうこんな時間、もっと早く帰るべきでしたわ。ごめんなさい、ちゃんと前を見ていなくて。大丈夫ですか？
ち、構わない。君は
私をご存知で？
市営の殿堂のそばですれ違った程度だ。
え？あ、もしかしてインロン派のカサッチさんでは？
なぜわかった？
謎々の答えは謎の中にあるものですわ。ね、カサッチさん。こんなに夜遅いのにまだお休みにならないのですか？
君だってまだ外にいるだろう。僕の記憶が確かならメイロン派関連の仕事はずいぶん前に終わっているはずだ。
私はサティアワダライフについて多少心得のある学者ですから、送信様のお手伝いで準備作業をしていて、うっかりこんな時間になってしまいました。
瞑想から得るものはあったかい？
正直に言えば最初は無味乾燥というか退屈で、でも次第に多くの壮大な真理を本当に感じ取れるようになりましたわ。苦痛にさえ感じるほどに。なんでも私は瞑想中に涙を流していたそうです。なぜかは自分でもよくわからなくて。あ、不気味な話をしてすみません。
そんな風に言うことはないさ。それは君が成功した学者であることの証明だ。おやすみ。明日はうまくいくといいね。
ありがとうございます。そうですわね。
At least they got their closure as well.
おやすみ。明日はうまくいくといいね。
ありがとうございます。そうですわね。
Let's still. I could assume that once I start on this one, is just going to be the final part of the quest. So let's speak to them.
残念だが明日は戦いがあるからな。酒はお預けだ。
Okay, so the fight indicating in the game is the game tomorrow. So
ではお祈りしましょうか。
お祈り、懐かしいですわ。
サングマハベイ様も
風に当たりに来たのか？
それからちょうどあなたを探していましたの。リシア、この前言っていたいい香りのクリーム、入荷しましたよ。
お、本当か？2つもらうよ。負けてくれたりしねえか？
そうおっしゃると思っていましたわ。てってれー、大サービス、ただで大放出ですわ。
何それや。
などくらいで大儲けでもなさったのですか？随分と気前がいいですね。
あそこは稼ぎにくくていろいろと損もしてしまいましたわ。でもこれはもともとディシアとあなたに差し上げようと思っていたものですの。先月お二人が砂漠で通りがかりに持ってくださったあのキャラバンが運んでいたのは私の商品でしたのよ。
なるほど。まさかあんたの商品だったとはな。道理で変なものばかりだと思ったぜ。
気になさらずともよかったのに。サングマハベイ様が長年砂漠で行ってきた投資と備蓄は多くの人々を助けてきました。あなたが作った避難所のおかげで老人や子供たちもいくらか楽に過ごせています。
待ってくださいまし。どうしてご存知なんですの？ネフェルが教えたんですのね。情報屋が情報を渡すなら勇気を取るべきじゃありませんの。
2人は昔からの知り合いだからな。昔の友達に知ってることを話すくらい普通だろ。
よりによってどうして私のことなんです
の？ネフェルのあなたへの気遣いですよ。きっとあなたがどういう人かみんなに知ってほしいと思っているんです。
外でいろんな人を見る私らはちゃんと分かってるが、他の奴らもそうとは限らねえだろ。はあ、
そりゃ親切心もあるでしょうけれど、私をからかって楽しんでいるのですわ。ネフェルという女性は少々意地が悪いのです。
ま、それは同感だな。祈れば少しは落ち着くか？
いいえ、私の心は怒りと期待で満ちています。それでも故郷を守りたいと思うのは正しいことですから。
怒り、怒れるのはいいことですわ。まだ外界を感じ取れている証拠ですし、何かを追い求めるために闘志を燃やせるということですもの。
ドニアザード、なんでこんなとこに？
気分転換に散歩をしていたらいつの間にか。ねえ、お祈りをしていたの？ええ、ドニアザードお嬢様、ご一緒にいかがですか？私。
大丈夫だ、キナ。誰に祈ろうがこいつは気にしやしない。
ありがとう。
あなたのことは覚えておりますわ。私のお店に来てくださいましたでしょ。確か送信様を信仰されているのでしたかしら。
ええ、送信様はとても優しくて善良な神様よ。でも今の私にとってあの方は単なる信仰対象じゃないわ。友達なの。私だけじゃないわ。多くの人にとって彼女は高みにいる神ではなく本当の友達なのよ。
よき師でありよき友人ですわね。同意見ですわ。
ここへ避難してくる途中何人かと話したわ。明日は誰もが参加できる戦い、友達や故郷を守るための戦いだとみんな知っていた。私嬉しいの。私を守ってくれた人たちのためにようやく何かできる時が来たんだもの。
初めて会った時からずいぶん成長したな。
じゃあ褒めてくれる？
ドニアザードは強くて向上心もある。
でもこれは褒めてるんじゃなくて、事実を述べてるだけだ。何に祈ってるんだ？
私たちの信仰は全く同じというわけではありませんが、願いは通じ合っています。人々が難局を乗り越え、無事に戻ってこられますように。すべての仲間が安全でいられますように。
They pray for the same thing. Get some rest so you are ready for the next day. Let me see, what do they say?
何に祈ってるんだ？
私たちの信仰は全く同じというわけではありませんが、願いは通じ合っています。人々が難局を乗り越え、無事に戻ってこられますように。すべての仲間が安全でいられますように。
So once we get some rest for the next day, that is the start. We in the last 20 seconds. Before we go elsewhere, I gotta assume that once we speak to everyone, it's really kind of like done in a sense. So I am going to get out, considering that it's also 5:35 PM already. I think it's later on I will have to do the live stream for later on I still have to do the stream for later on as well for the Japanese lesson. Today is Friday as well, so for now I am just going to put my character here whatsoever. As much as I want to continue, I think this is the part to pause for the day, and then maybe tomorrow then we'll see how the flow of the story is. But before I end the stream, you guys want to take a look at the NTE part of my game progress though. Considering it took 3 hours for me to reach to that part, because that one is once we start that part, right, will be the part of the story as well though. So I think I might show you guys the progress that I have done in NTE. Because it's actually kind of like so let me go to NTE here so you guys can see that it's actually be updating, even though it's 1.0, it's actually 1.0.20, so they have been doing a lot of update off in a sense. So if anyone are complaining about the AI and stuff, it's like they did make a good noise, don't get me wrong guys, but at the same time I off stream wise I was kind of like got lucky in a way. I wouldn't say fully lucky, okay. In a way I was kind of like lucky enough to get the new character, because it's like it's just like in Genshin, Mihoyo, all these things, like they always show the 2 character, 3 character, 4 character, whatever character, how many character or 1 character in a sense, right? So in a way, as you guys can see, it is the new character. And in a way, I, for some reason, man, like I got her on here. Like normally I thought it would be like initially I thought I can only get her here, because you guys can see it's like you need to go through here, and then I actually go through here twice. Again, I start with here, so it's like so frustrating twice. So interestingly, when I start at this part of the this point, it suddenly indicated that I got an S rank. So I was like, okay, I got an S rank, so what does that do? And now that I got her, I got her instead, and I was like, what the heck? So I wasn't like complaining in a bad way. I was like, wow, damn, what am I supposed to say, say all these things? So I was actually consider like it in the, yeah, I think that one could be indicate as the random spot though, because it was kind of like I was kind of like considered like lucky in a sense. Also not really sure about it, because initially when I was like doing the chat, all these things, like it's the same bot. Like, how is this the random spot, all these things? So it was like kind of randomly it just appeared though. Initially I was like wondering like how did those things like they sometimes they will indicate like these or also random in a way that I was like, how is it possible? So when it happened to got her in a sense, like normally you guys can see is like you get to see this. If it's an S rank, you indicate as this, even if it's random. That's why when I got it, it was like strange, but not in a way that I was like whatsoever. And whatsoever is like her energy regeneration, right? It's actually more like, if you guys see at this part, it's actually more on like if I do any attack, like let's go to somewhere here, her attack is like so damn high. Her burst is so damn high that unlike any other character, when you use your energy burst, right, you have to like regenerate in a sense. But for her, she can, like, there is a problem with her burst that is good and bad. So if you use it at the right timing, you can do a lot of damage. So for example, like if I do it here, you guys can see, I just spam. You see the damage on it. I just take it out easily. And then I can do normal attack. I can still continue attack. And then you guys can see it's like, normally when you do whatsoever, you have to wait for the energy. You can see right here, the energy you have to wait for it to regen. But for her, you see the energy regen just through this clock, and her burst is out. So in a way, the time for this to this, if you guys want to see how long, right? So imagine if I do this, I feel you can consider like it's not like how long. It's actually basically you just need to wait. Okay, now time regenerating. It takes around 15 to 20 seconds. It's quite fast though. So it means that the thing is, her burst is just only. It's like normally we know that a burst can took around, like there's always a cooldown moment which is like 15 to 20 seconds. Always a lot of time, a lot of burst is always like that. In Genshin, it's always like that. In Poké Star, always something like that. There is not really kind of like the turn based in a sense. It's like the energy regeneration. So when you consider like for her, she just need to wait 20 seconds, and then she can use her burst again. And like it's like, wow, damn. It's really like, she is really crazy strong. To the point that I'm actually like, what the heck? Like even when there is the spinal abyss here. Spinal abyss, the memory of what's carriage, whatever along the line. Like you can basically use this one to go and use her, and it's like, when I was trying to do all these things, like even if the monster is harder to kill, like initially I got okay, off stream wise I have to showcase. Like off stream wise I did got her. Routine. I did got her. So I was like, okay, I got a very good DPS. Until when I got her off.
Every little thing.
And I was like, damn. So I'm gonna showcase the attack. It's like, basically we just use her, him, and then her, and her, and then for this one, this was starting, might as well just use on the reach on HP, defense. Okay, we did use attack. Let's use break. Use. Because you can only use a specific one on that. So imagine if I wait and regen. So if we go here, start the fight. We start the fight. We do one time attack, and then we start attacking. It's basically, you guys notice is that because she frees the time, and then we do this one time. It's like, dude, she's doing a lot of damage.
Yeah. Get it, Kiromaru!
Let me
Hero to the rescue!
Come on, let's finish this.
Check that! The city's mine!
Trust me.
A little slower.
And down for the freeze again.
The moon has set.
I will see.
Yeah. Watch your step.
I'm not very lost.
Thunderbolt, it's our turn.
Freeze time! It's like I'm doing a free attack in a sense though.
Get it, Kiromaru! Let's witching that! The city's mine!
Let me take front. Make splinter and fracture.
Let me take a closer look.
And then with the holding on to the umbrella. And the journey. That was kind of just to showcase that having her really in the like really, I was like consider myself lucky in so many ways, because it's not really easy to clear that one. And the thing is, right, we need to clear out the 10 just to unlock her. But the funny thing is, when I did the pull on her, I really kind of like managed to get her all the way to the maximum already. I got her all the way to the max already, so everything have been activated. She's one of the characters that messed up already. This guy almost messed up. This one for this one, this one for this one to this one is kind of like hard to get. This one is out to 3. This one also. This one actually end up going for it though, because apparently she is a buffer, and a lot of people recommend getting her in a sense for buffing her, especially more towards like if you guys notice that sometimes when I hit the monster and they for some reason they all drag into one, it's because of her ability to do an attack. So if I go to somewhere I can do attacking, which is around here. Like if you go to somewhere like here and you do normal moving around, it's really kind of indicating quite an interesting part on normally you want to do attack and then it's like you can do this, it's like just sucking out. You guys can see the animation that she is just like she is trying to suck enemy to her in a sense, and then you can do this and then you suck it out. It's like they will all be stick in one, and then you just switch to this one for stun them, and then after that you just switch to her to do the attack though. So this was kind of like a crazy good moment, and most however is like at least the kill rate is considered good in a way, but for so far at the moment for this game I actually just need to do the spin off to get a lot of stuff which in a way which I'm considering one or 2 days next week to do on this one as well. Initially I did consider that whether I will be able to do for Genshin, will I be able to complete that or not, but considering that this time around Genshin decided to make us go through a long quest, I have to at least highlight that tomorrow live stream for Nikkei I will delay. So the one thing I'll put a notice on both Discord, YouTube, and on as well as on X, Twitter, whatever you guys want to call it. At least I will have to at least put that for Sunday night stream will be kind of like will be moved to forward to afternoon where I'll be playing Nikkei. Tomorrow afternoon, which I initially did put that I'll be playing Nikkei, I'll have to change Nikkei live stream to Genshin, because considering that for Genshin part wise it's kind of like it's good that I actually on the part of like okay now we are now going to go and fight Total Raid, but it seems to me that will be once we finish everything, you like after go through some stuff it will be like it's gonna be a long one. I don't know how long, but I think it will be best to do it a stream tomorrow. So for Nikkei wise, I will have to put it on Sunday. As much as I hate to say that, I have to put it on Sunday. Because I have to end the stream now, because that as much as I like to continue talking all these things, it's just that later on, since I'll be talking a lot more on Japanese language as well, so I will see how much I can teach you guys on the writing. Last time I did teach you guys on how to write the R, E, U, E, O. I will still give you guys a refresh moment on how to write them again in the case you guys need confirmation, all these things, but I will still try to see whether I can teach you guys a bit more, like not just the K line but also the S line, which is the Kaki Kukeko and Sashi Suse. So if I can teach line K and line S, I will teach you guys, but if not, based on my limit, I will see how long I can teach you guys, and then we'll go with that, because I don't want you guys to go and learn everything at one go and then kind of like force yourself to learn too much. I do not know how much you guys understand on that end, but we'll see how it goes. So that being said, thanks for watching guys. As long as I have to continue, I think it's actually best for us to go and take a break, go and eat your lunch, eat your dinner, eat your lunch, whatever, and later on I will do my live stream for teaching you guys how to on writing some part of Japanese, all these things. So that being said, thanks for watching guys. Hope you guys have a nice day. All night. Otsukare. Bye bye.